how's that now?
Is that better?
Anything? Anything at all? Bueller?
Better. Yay!
Woot,
Like-
can we hear everyone? It looks like everyone's roughly the same volume. Vex, can you talk?
Yeah, good. So much better. Yay.
Charlie, can you?
I can,
Again.
actually.
Okay, we need to move it a bit more Charlie-wise.
Alright. So, it was a rainy day in Lower Manhattan. You guys finished off the party. You dealt with, you got your phone calls from Federico letting him know shop is closed up. Anyone who didn't get to you during office hours, meeting you the next day. Victor went home with his moms, and just very polite conversation. They were pleased and they were excited, but they were still trying to be really refined about it. They're driving home. You're in the back seat, and that Agnes was really nice. Oh yeah, I thought she would have been, more, stuffy. Yeah, stuffy. She just seemed like Did you see the way she caught a rug? Oh my goodness, you can tell she's from the 70s. Just such a remarkable style. Yeah, and just they're kind of gushing over themselves, and you look ravishing. Oh, you did such a good job on the dress. I told you it was cut the entire time, and you didn't believe me. And we got to meet Victor's little friend. Wasn't it nice for Agnes to single him out in front of everyone? I know he was so handsome. We raised him well, didn't we? We did. This is what it's like for an hour and a half as you drive back. You're actually genuinely worried they might break their arms patting each other on the back.
It's one of the reasons why we've upgraded the on-site resources to include the third floor of it being housing.
We did that? Was that what one we chose?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah!
Because no.
When you swung by your place later that night, you found that you've got a new roommate.
What?
You got a new roommate.
That's not how that works.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's how Lisa sees it. She responded to an ad. She applied for first and last months, and she showed up and moved in and got a new roommate.
What ad did you respond to?
Like an ad in the paper said roommate. Made a phone call and they checked my references and he transferred them, $1,200 and got the small room. They even sent me the key and everything. I'm Lisa, by the way. Lisa Davis. Nice to meet you. I work at the library downtown.
Great. So, assuming we get along, you're going to be transferring me the remainder of the rent because the person you're paying isn't paying rent right now.
Who's that person?
My ex-roommate.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So splitting, great, because less expensive. Paying her for having formerly been my roommate, not so much. So if you keep paying her, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to kick you out.
No, it wasn't. Who was her roommate? You didn't give me her name.
What's her name?
Persephone.
Persephone.
Oh, Persephone.
No, it's Can you do it with the robot or will it go? No, it's gonna hit the camera.
Hit the pause button. Oh my god, Vex. How am I supposed to deal with that faster than you?
The Roomba is haunted. She's trying to participate in game.
Yeah. Oh yes.
We told her to wait loud, but she's desperate.
And she kind of turns to you and she says, "Okay, yeah, Persephone, I transferred her money, but she's given up, and I'm just taking it over. So I'll just make sure she gets a hold of you and transfers you the rest of it."
Okay, please do.
Okay, so after that, next morning everything goes smoothly. In that you wake up and the world hasn't burned down.
Yes.
Show up at the. Is there anything you're doing before you come into work? Anything specific? Just so.
Probably so what I've been doing is just taking my equipment and my notes and my books slowly from the house and storing them in the thing. And I'm just because like the furniture, I can just have I can just buy new furniture. That's not a problem, and I don't want to stripped
Okay.
furniture.
Okay. So you've been portaging your stuff over there.
Very slowly and nonchalantly.
Okay. So when you get there at the brink kind of at dawn, you get there early, but you find that Federico is already there, and he's got the coffee brewing. You open the door, you hear the little ding 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 of the bell as you step in. You can tell that the automated AI coffee machine has just started, and you hear, "Good morning, Victor," and then you hear Federico's voice coming out from like one of the closets. "Hey, boss, morning." And he comes out, and he's dressed with a monocle in a tweed jacket, and he has some kind of like turn of the century bone pipe that kind of curves in on itself. His hair is completely slicked back, and it looks like he's penciled in a goatee of some kind.
Look at myself in a reflective surface.
What's that?
And just look at myself in a reflective surface just to...
You're fine.
Okay, so it's...
Hey, boss, we got a couple of calls, and we got an early morning meeting with a client.
You know?
And, got your decaf here, ready to go. Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, and this is for you. This is for me. It's ticket +1 to the community theater.
You are.
Yeah, we're putting on a production of 12 Angry Men, but there's only 6 of us, so we have to be twice as angry.
So mundane. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's what you were doing.
Yeah, so it says +1,
Uh-huh.
and I upgraded you to the platinum package.
Did you?
Yeah, so it's $3
You know, I have...
for the ticket,
Okay.
and that includes the platinum package.
Okay.
Yeah, so bring a friend. Ask for me. You get to mingle with the crew afterwards, and
When is this?
tomorrow night.
Why? Okay, yeah, because you're not putting it on its face.
Ah!
Wow, it really is haunted.
Just pass me the.
No, it'll be fine.
No, it's gonna start up again. I can tell.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not.
Vix,
Okay.
you put it on backwards.
It's a circle. There is no backwards.
Yes, there is.
So
I love you.
I hate you.
So robot, however, you need to learn how to operate.
I do. I take the batteries out, and I put it in the closet. So back to game.
This is how Skynet wins.
So he hands you the thing, and he's like, we've got a Mr. Peck is coming by. But he said the paperwork you signed was fine. This is just a formality.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So I have that meeting tonight with
The chicken witch.
Mrs. The witch.
Mortison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have that.
You also have the book place hanging on.
Yes.
Sotheby's Books.
Yeah.
Yeah. She called 2 times last night to confirm that you're still coming by today.
Yes.
Okay, and I reminded her that she is still in the books, and that it's half up front, half when the job's done.
I have to figure out what the hell's going on first.
Half after the quote.
Yeah.
We don't even know what the full quote is.
Door making a ringing noise as I walk in.
Hey. Hey.
Hi. Oh my god, I'm gonna.
What?
So I wake up with a new roommate today.
Neat.
That was not pleasant.
Is that allowed?
No,
Oh dear.
especially when said former roommate, who apparently found her, has been skipping out on rent.
Why don't you... like this 3rd floor is like the entire building. We can just cut that in half. I only need half of it.
It saved me so much headache.
Ding 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 ding.
Because like I'm almost moved in.
Mr. I'm gonna write your character's last name down.
Homberg. Homberg. I am so glad, so very glad I didn't go with his actual last name.
So you ever hear a familiar voice, and comes this tall gentleman in a fairly modern suit, tight green tie, dressed to the nines, narrow face, hair in a decent part, and it's Mr. Peck from the.
Mr. Peck.
It's like Mr. Humberg, so good to see you again. I know I'm a little bit early, but I figured that the sooner we get it done, the sooner I can get over your hair.
Sure.
And he's got, leather briefcase, and this is my associate, Heather Dawes from the SPCA, and this is Journal Tick from the Humane Society.
Oh, yeah.
And this is, Samantha from the local, animal rights group.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we just have a few concerns about your process and procedure, and just want to make sure that the health and the welfare of the pests that you're removing is being taken into consideration, and you are using humane treatment.
Okay.
But please, to your office.
I'll look at my
okay?
office
Yeah.
and the door. Let's take a walk, actually.
Oh,
There-
very
there-
unusual.
well,
Is
there's
there something in your office that
if
Not enough room for 4 people.
I understand? I completely understand. It's an
yeah,
older building.
it's kind of small. To be honest. I just actually designed it to.
What was that?
That's the cat.
I swear it's coming from the air vents.
Yeah, more likely.
Wait, the cat is in the air vents.
Yeah, today. Yeah, come on. Actually, Federico, did you get that bag of hot dogs?
Mm-hmm.
Waft it. Also, what are you wearing?
It's like, oh,
Is it theater?
I got this for you. We're putting on a production of 12 Angry Men, and as I told Victor, there's only 6 of us, so we
Hot
gotta be twice as angry. Anyway, platinum package. I'll let Victor explain it to you. Thanks, boss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wasn't sure what to got, so I got the Jumbo Chubby Fat Wieners or the Dr. McBiggen Surprise Beefies.
I'm gonna grab a hot dog and wave it at where the mew noise was.
and they're kind of like all looking at you, waving a wiener around, and the mew starts coming from different corners of the room. How many cats are there in your bed?
Just one.
Knock that off and come here and get the hot dog.
This one you hear like come from every entrance at the same time. Like kind of the air blows around.
You don't. That's not like you. You're a dog person, are you?
Mr. Hummer,
No.
let's go for that walk now. As I think a couple of my associates would like to stay here and just
Go. You need to eat. Okay, so come out and just be nice. Be nice. You can do it. You can. If you come out now, you can have 2.
and then like the ghost just like the one wall beside like Frederico just explodes into goo, and you can tell that he's figured this out. You just hear the slurp as it turns black with the goo coming down. He lifts up his coffee, cat goes running through it, puts it back down, then lands at your feet, and it's just looking at you with like wide gooey eyes. And that's when 2 of the 3 people there scream. The one from the SPCA and the one from the Humane Society.
We told you it was a ghost. Didn't we?
No.
Oh.
We just said it was a cat. Because how many technically it is?
Okay, so one of them screams, the heavier set woman, and she bolts out the door. The other one kind of looks at it, gives a shriek of fright, turns around, and bolts out the door, but kind of misses it by a foot and runs headlong into the door frame and does a full backwards. So she's kind of lying there, spread eagled, with the mark down her forehead. And you just kind of hear the cat go, and you kind of hear her going, and then you hear Peck is like, "We need to talk, sir."
Just take the hot dog. It's okay.
She kind of grabs the dog, and the cat starts waving his tail for some reason.
I'd say that when they're agitated.
It seems happy.
I mean, that would be too. But yeah, what's up?
Okay, so it's like after you.
I just help the lady up to her. It's okay. It's just a
It
ghost.
was a cat. And it was green. Yeah.
Well, it's
Cats aren't green.
it's a ghost.
Cats are green. Why is a cat?
Because it's dead.
I smell hot dogs.
Yeah, we fed it hot dogs. It's fine.
Boss, should I offer her a hot dog too?
No,
No,
that's fine.
Okay,
No,
got it, got
I
it.
think we actually.
Don't forget, we got that other meeting to. So he
So
can.
other than distract the cat, what do you want me to do?
Actually, do some research on the bookstore and find out stuff about the building and its history, and see if there's anything that would kind of what's going on with it right now.
Okay, so bookstore. All right. What's the plan for the museum and the fruit?
Sorry, what?
Well, there's the Museum of Natural Art was had a problem.
Yeah.
And then I've got attack fruit written down in my notes.
Oh yeah, no, we're doing the bookstore first because that originally was at least a level 2, but then she phoned twice during the middle of the night, so it's probably escalated.
Okay.
So we're gonna deal with that first because we said we were gonna deal with it this morning anyway. So let's just kind of push that up to the timetable so she can get the help she needs. Mr. Beck.
Yes, please. After you, I'm just gonna take my drink for a walk, and I think my associates are. Oh, she's already in the van. We'll go around for a walk.
Yeah, sure.
So, first of all, I have to apologize, but we don't have anything really on the books for this kind of establishment.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been brought to our attention by numerous concerned citizens that the treatment and the well-being of the pests that you remove are actually being taken care of properly and are not suffering or being put through any extenuating circumstances or suffering needlessly as a result of your care. Something that control to removal services all have to be certified, and as we were going through downtown and confirming all your certification, we could not find this certification for you. So I sure it's just an oversight on our part that it is there somewhere. You do have your 498 B241K forms, correct? I see. I will talk to your assistant about this.
They have ghost removal forms.
So I was unaware that the SPCA and the EPA and a number of other government agencies were absolutely 100% on board with the existence of the supernatural.
You know, it's funny. There is a following definitely within the city. You remember the beginning when things got a little out of hand.
I do.
Yes,
I do remember that. Your grandfather Walter
Yes,
was there.
Oh yes, but wrong side of the family. Great grandfather actually. My father's side, not my mother's side. I was raised by my mother's side of the family. Also, if we may speak candidly,
Of course.
normally I would not be making a call like this because, frankly, as long as you pay your taxes and don't destroy anything, I don't care. It takes time out of my day. But I don't know who you've, how should I put this eloquently, pissed off, but I've received no less than 4 different phone calls from various notable people in the city demanding that I get involved and take a look at this. So this is, well, for myself, more of a formality. It is starting to inconvenience me. I'm sure you're running a fine establishment, but since you are kind of on the periphery, there is a little bit too much wiggle room, so eventually they are going to find something. So I don't know whose toes you stepped on, but I suggest you fix this quickly because, frankly, they're beginning to interfere with my job, and it's only a matter of time before I do have to find something so I can get on with it. Oh, 12 Angry Men! Are you a thespian?
Oh no, that would be Federico.
Oh, really?
He does not always
one of my
dress
favorite plays.
Oh, is it really?
It quite is.
Well, apparently, he and his troupe are going to be doing it with 6 people. So they're
going to be 6 angry.
I don't know.
They're doubling up
I
or something?
literally got here 10 minutes ago, and he handed me the tickets. And
Okay.
apparently, there's a +1. You're invited.
Oh, thank you. That's actually very kind of you. I would love to. I don't like to brag, but back in my day, I played a mean Polonius.
I wouldn't say that around Federico.
Oh.
Otherwise, it might be 7 angry men by the end of the night.
I understand. But please, if you could take a look to see who was in this, because I swear if I get one more phone call from this Wildcat Carson fellow, I swear to God.
That.
Mm-hmm. That?
Yeah.
No, there's
he,
not.
he had been singing our praises when we first started, and then he found out that we do not share his conservative, borderline fascist views.
I see.
And when he went to the Stanton party, he made a couple of unwanted advancements on my mother's, and he was ejected from the building because of it.
see. And you guys are walking, watching the birds come down, like joggers going in the park. We kind of cut back to you, and Cat's kind of wolfing down on the hot dogs.
Scumming the hot dog.
Yeah. And there's a little as this woman comes in. Hair, it's very professionally done. White power suit, also carrying like an iPad in a case. But it looks like one of the nice high-end models. Makeup to a T, but she's just carrying herself like a ton of confidence. Like this is the moment where if we had a soundtrack, they'd be playing what was it? Cake did the song.
You're derailing yourself.
Anyway, the point is there will be a song here. That is the point. And she comes in. This must be the Ghostbuster establishment. And Federico stands up. Yes, and you are Vicky Stardust. I'm here for the PR company. We had a meeting at 7:30. It is exactly 7:30. Wait for it. 1. Where is everybody? And Federico's like, please, may I fetch you a glass of water, a coffee, a tea? We have a wonderful artificial intelligence coffee dispense. So I have a name. I know you have a name. Are you talking to your coffee machine? No, it's Victor's coffee machine. Where is Victor? He's on a walk. Why is he on a walk? Because the guy from the agency who brought the people from the Humane Society to check out the wiener-eating ghost cat showed up.
It's a Monday, ladies and gentlemen. It was a Monday.
Do you
for
have
us.
anyone who is not insane that I could talk to? But I'm not sure we do that here.
I'm just actually picturing him saying this as he is dressed.
Wait, there is somebody. Paz!
I'm right here.
Ah!
Literally standing behind him.
Okay, Vicky, this is Paz.
Hi, Vicky.
Hello. Please.
Watch.
Miss Stardust, if you don't mind. I take it you're an employee here, an associate?
Yes.
Okay.
Just watch your step. There is chewed hot dog trail from the cat.
That's all right. My sister has children. I completely understand what wild animals are like. Just kind of steps over the goo cat. She kind of looks on it and keeps following you. As a replace, we can talk. I'm here to talk about our case and the direction for your brand.
Okay. I am going to call Victor. In the meantime, why don't you have a seat here and grab a coffee from the computer coffee machine. Federico, what's its name?
My name is Mr. Coffee. His name is Mr. Coffee. Or Eric, if you would listen, Federico. I'm not calling you Eric. Why not? I have a name. My grandfather was Eric. It's weird. I do not know your grandfather, and I provide you with sustenance every day.
From the argumentative coffee machine.
I am not argumentative, and I have a name. It is Eric.
Also, Mr. Coffee.
Eric? Yes. Can you make a double macchiato? Hot? Yes, I can. I can tell that you are a woman of discerning taste. I've been accused of such. So what's it like working here? Passes the time. You're really an AI. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at the call.
All right. Pass.
You can look at the building.
You can actually see through the window on the other side.
Did you want me to scream out the window?
I mean, you could have just what's that?
You two are basically facing each other.
I thought the PR person was supposed to show up later, but anyway, she's here now.
Okay.
So how do we want to do this?
No, actually, this kind of coincides with. Oh yeah, I'll be right in. Hang on, click, Mr. Peck.
Mr. Humber.
Please, Victor.
Oh, it's Victor.
Let's go back inside. I had a meeting at 7:30.
Of course.
Which
of course.
I am actually a little bit late for now. But it actually coincides with what we're talking about right now. See, I hired a PR firm because we wanted to separate ourselves from Wildcat Carson.
Yes.
And his
obnoxious radio show.
Yes.
Can you believe that Netflix has already picked up the rights to syndicate his movie series?
Sadly, yes. Yes, I can. However, one of the specific reasons I hired this PR firm is to separate myself from that. And if they are actively bothering you and other government agencies, they need to know about it.
Well, very well. Let's continue this conversation inside because I too am running a little bit late.
All right.
So she's there. She's there looking at the coffee machine. This is pretty good, Eric. Thank you. It's nice to be in college. It is, isn't it? So, are you one of many? Is it just you? How does this work? I am alone in the universe. I am the only AI in a coffee machine of this caliber. Oh, you do good work. Good talk. Good talk. Keep it up. We'll talk soon, Eric. Turns off. And that's when you kind of come in, and you got Pac behind you, and Paz is there.
Did you want a coffee?
Please, if you don't mind.
Specific order?
It's a flat white.
Eric?
Mm.
Mr. Peck here will have a flat white.
Brewing.
Thank
Brewing.
You did not make this much noise for the macchiato.
The macchiato. She appreciated it. Anyway, so he's doing the big thing. He's got handing that up. So Mr. Peck's there. He's like, oh, Mr. Humber, we have our meeting 2 minutes and 31 seconds ago.
Yes, we did.
Shall we go into the office?
Nope, we're going to do that right here because I'm not entirely sure what's going on in my office right now.
Okay.
This is Mr. Peck. One of the reasons I hired you was because Wildcat Carson is trying to associate himself with, or at least was. Apparently, he has been bothering the EPA, the SPCA, and he's been phoning a bunch of other guys.
Oh, I see. Well, that will something we'll have to... Ding, ding, ding. Door opens. Hey! Who is it? It's you! Oh, and it's you, my two favorite people! You took care of the caddies, right? Because I don't see no caddies out there. Oh my god, yeah. These guys are the best.
Sir,
Yeah.
we're just gonna go into a different room. This one's busy. So I'm basically, come with me.
Hey, not a problem. Gotta keep the soups out of the deal. Might catch on to us. Am I right?
Just text Darwin. Hey, that guy that dropped the caddies is here now. Kindly come retrieve the criminal.
So they're kind of looking at him, then they're looking at you, and he's like, hey, you're looking good. Hey, you know what you do? You're looking a little thin. You know what'll fatten you up? A big envelope of Benjamins! Look, I got one for you and one for your friend. Look, they're huge. You can kill somebody with these. So you know the caddies? Guess what I got in your parking lot right now.
I look out the window.
Lincoln Town cars.
Why?
Yeah, funny thing about Lincolns, they go missing all the time. They just one moment to there, next moment, poof, gone. It's like magic. And I figured since you guys are in the magic ghost busting business and you took care of the caddies, this is the place to do it.
Okay, well, that's something I can't discuss with you.
Right, because the suits are here. Shh, okay, just
So if you want to wait until Victor's free,
wait. Of course, wait. I'll wait. That's what I'll do. I'll wait right here on the spot. I won't move an inch. I won't budge. Mom's the word. Mom is the
I
word.
put him in. Do we have a soundproof room?
No, you do not.
I find the furthest room on this floor and put him in it.
Okay, so he's in the staff break room.
Great.
Anyway, so if we deal with this, that would be fantastic.
Very well. And so she's listening. And she's listening to you explain the situation. She says, well, we've already spoken to the people at the radio station KMFBL in relation to the comments being made in the show. We've also taken the liberty of making several high-profile donations to charities we know that would deeply grievously bother Mr. Wildcat Carson and fly directly into his agenda per se. We also made sure to get commentary from other people and are promoting you in a series of highlights from your various tasks that you do.
Can we stop him from harassing government agencies?
Unfortunately, that is not my job. That would be his lawyer's job, but we can be fully supportive of their endeavors.
Well, at the very least, we can make us. Shit, I'm not there.
But the
This
good
name
news
looks
is,
interesting.
but the good news is, because you went to the effort of trademarking the name Ghostbusters, specifically your franchise of it, he cannot mention it right now without legal action or royalties.
So
Because he's effectively using to promote his brand, which would classify it as free advertising, or at least that's how we're presenting it.
and with him
It's a smokescreen, but it'll take lawyers time to sort it out, so it'll buy us a while.
true, but I'm more worried about the government agencies being ridiculously inconvenienced with the slander going on.
Don't be.
Especially if they
That's
decide
not
to
your
take it.
problem. That's your job. You're the. And she turns to Pat and she says, "You're responsible for dealing with nuisance calls and allocating your time, not us. We have work here to do." And he kind of takes it back. He's like, "I understand, but when I have, a celebrity who is calling me on a frequent basis and wanting to know what progress it makes, and Mayor has a tendency to take aside from time to time because he just happened to be a major campaign. Don't care. Not our problem. Not our problem. We are assisting you out of the graciousness of our heart, and we will be recompensed by your cooperation likewise." And so they're very frostily kind of countering each other and getting into that. The cat is kind of chowing down on a hot dog, like Wiener's kind of looking at you.
Taking notes for my idea for a car.
Mikey's kind of in the his staff break room minding his own business. And Federico comes up to you, Paz, and he's like, "Hey, listen, I was able to clean up the computer room. It was to go for your research needs. I even organized the books and all the stuff that Vic told me to leave upstairs and not touch. I left upstairs and not touched it."
What was wrong with the computer room?
Cat.
Ah! Why is it following me?
I don't know, maybe it likes you. Anyway,
Still smell like hot dog.
I'm in a different room.
so what are you doing?
How research room as compared to the room they're in?
They're on opposite parts of the building.
Okay, so I'm gonna take Mr. What's-His-Face from the break room and be like, "Hey, if you don't mind coming with me,
Actually, when you go to the break room, he's not there anymore.
What do you mean when I go to? I never left.
Oh, you never left.
I've been keeping an eye on
Okay,
this
I
guy.
thought you stepped out. Okay, so he's with you, and he's so where are you taking him to?
I'm just gonna head off to the my research office, I guess.
Okay, so you go to the room with the computers and the books. It's like, "Hey, books. Hey, everybody likes books. Yeah, I like books too. I had a couple growing up. Didn't read them much, but yeah."
Well, I mean, if you want, those ones, you can take a look through if you want. I point at new, easily replaced
Yeah. Okay, so
shit that if it gets damaged.
he's doing that. He's about as interested in books as a vegan would be in a meat popsicle. Like he's not.
I figured, but
Yeah, he's feigning interest. "Oh, hey, look at this one. This is great. This one looks like a classic. Oh, feel the weight on this. That is a heavy book." So,
there are children's books with pictures.
no, I'm good. So what are you doing? Are you researching?
Yeah.
Okay. So roll for it.
No, I'm not switching dice. I've learned this lesson. This one occasionally rolls positive.
What do you get?
The roll was a 2. Right?
Okay.
So 5.
5. Congratulations. You win one of these.
Oh, 1.
And you also win one of those.
Woot.
And you get one of these.
Oh.
And your research through the computer pulls up that. And filed in the back of one of those big dusty tomes, from way back when, with all the watermark Xerox things, is this piece. Enjoy your information.
Okay.
We'll let you chew on that for a bit.
Yeah, this is gonna take a bit.
So you got your lawyer, and he's kind of bored, and he's kind of looking around. It's like, "Is it okay if I use your washroom? I got Gotta see a man about a horse.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me unlock it for you.
Okay, so you unlock it. He goes in.
I'm not actually unlocking the bathroom because I don't think you lock it, but I don't trust this fucker.
Okay.
So I am.
You don't trust the career criminal?
Funny thing! So I'm just gonna hang around and.
Yeah. So they're like, Packet's like, listen, Miss Stardust, I understand that your PR firm is very reputable. I also understand that in an ideal world, yes, we'd just be able to turn off our phones and allocate our business. But the world of politics is very, very different, where we have to make allowances when those higher up are calling in favors and applying pressure. We have to bow. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Pack, we don't. You see, there's this little thing called ethics and professionalism, and it prevents us from wiggle room, which most people might infer would be criminal. He's like, that is insulting. Is it though? Is it though? Are you trying to say something? Oh, I think I've said it. Oh, do you now? Okay, well, we're being honest. Let's all be honest. You and your firm, and they're just kind of like getting really heated.
Check my phone. Donahan messaged me back.
He's at the front door. Mr. Humberg.
Ah, good.
I was very specific when I told your mothers, bless them, I didn't want to see you again. Why am I here?
Okay, so you see these 3 town cars? You remember the Cadillacs? The guys that dropped him off because he still thinks this is a shop.
Uh-huh.
He's here.
Uh-huh.
So I figured, him being a career criminal, you being the career policeman, you might have some questions. And you could also tell him in no uncertain terms that this is not a chop shop anymore. He can stop thinking that it is.
Right. Right. It's not a chop shop. It's just a ghost busting shop.
Yes.
For ghosts. Got it. Alright, just, show me where this guy is.
Alright, come on.
So he's brought the cars. You saw him drop them off?
I didn't see him drop them off, but he came in. Apparently he's got a couple of envelopes full of cash.
Okay. Alright, I'll have a word with him.
Alright, go into the research station. Or the research area.
Okay, you see Paz there.
Hey, where's,
I'm standing outside the washroom.
he's in the bathroom, isn't he?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, occupado! That means I'm busy!
Been in there for a while, so we only have the one!
Hang on. Da. Rinse. Door swings open. You're next, buddy. This the guy?
Yeah.
I need to talk to you about,
Thanks! Into the washroom, close the door, lock the door.
Okay, what are you doing?
I went into the washroom, closed the door, and locked it.
Okay.
I am staying the hell away from the career criminal as a police officer.
Okay.
Arrested.
So it's like, you're the one with the Lincoln Town cars up front? It's like, yes I am. And you brought the caddies by? Yes I did. And he's like, I gotta tell you, this place is great. If you need to get rid of any cars so the cops don't figure it out, let me tell you, they're the best. They are the best. The cops. Oh yeah, those pigs are just 2 screws loose of a barrel of nuts. Dumb as bricks. Oh yeah. They never catch them. This whole Ghostbuster place is a front, and no one has caught on. I mean, we've been shopping cars here for forever. And these two buy it up, put a fronts like ghost. Who believes a ghost? Yes, who believes a ghost? It's kind of looking at you. I'll take it from here.
Hey, I just walk away. I'm just gonna go and make sure that my lawyer and director from the EPA don't kill themselves and occupy the building anymore.
It's not a lawyer, it's FPR.
I say, and that's when the door kind of, you see Pack just kind of grabs his briefcase and he's like, grabs the one person that he means. He's like, okay, we are leaving right now, and I never want to see that person ever again. Mr. Humberg, we'll be in contact. If anything comes up, please keep us apprised. And he just kind of storms off.
I kind of want to go.
Okay.
May I suggest you yell after them to request any forms that they need? Via
Go
email?
to the door. If you need any forms, just email.
They kind of like peeling out of the driveway.
Email like a normal person.
And Vicky's like, well, my time is up. I think my work here is done for now. That was exhilarating. Good job, Eric. The coffee was most delicious. Thank you, Vicky. That's nice. All right, I will see the two of you in a week's time and let you know what progress we have made. And I will, and she steps over, see your gooey hot god cat later.
Okay.
She kind of ghostbusting with actual ghosts.
It's a gesture towards the cat.
Not the weirdest thing I've seen in Norman hat.
This is true.
Very well. I'll be in touch.
Okay.
I'll see you tomorrow night.
Oh, you're coming to the theater thing?
Platinum package. How could I say no?
Okay. See ya.
Frederico's there. She seems nice.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun when Peck shows up.
Oh. Is he +1?
Yeah.
Uh.
Apparently a fellow thespian.
No.
Yes!
No!
He apparently played a rather good Polonius, if he does say so himself.
Be still my beating heart.
Mm-hmm.
It throbs with the passion of 1,000 throbs.
Okay.
Oh, phone. I got it. Ghostbusters! Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
As I'm walking to my office, it's like, Eric, good job. I appreciate you.
Thank you, sir. Decaf tea.
Yes, please. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Go into my office.
Slurp, 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 slurp.
Have that like the anime thing on my eyes just as I look at the door on the other side of the office, like
Make notice roll.
four.
The door's a little bit different. Before it's really clear like glass, like black obsidian, gilded a filigree on the side. The glass is kind of like formed into a very dark wood now, and the filigree is actually kind of curling in itself like really, really slowly. Like you actually had to take a look at previous pictures of it to make sure it wasn't exactly the same.
So I'll take another series of pictures and I'll bring out the little personal photos. It's 7:45 Monday morning. The door in my office that appeared is now different in a span of approximately 24 hours. It's turned from seemingly obsidian volcanic glass to this kind of darkened wood. I dare say English oak? I'm not entirely sure. And nor am I in any way an expert, but the filigree is starting to turn in on itself.
Make an investigation.
4 again? No, 5.
It's solidifying. It's going from, it's becoming, I guess the best way to describe it is more tangible, more real. Instead of smooth sheen surfaces, it's starting to solidify into wood. The filigree is actually forming into like full-on metal and melting hinges out of it. It's in the process of becoming a real door, almost like it's birthing itself.
Just bring a little pocket knife.
Yeah, you're able to scrape off just a little. You scrape off a little bit. You're like, okay, chink.
Effectively, I'm just gonna like take out a sliver, just to like kind of like put in a little incision, and then put another little incision, just kind of like pop it out.
It breaks the tip of your blade off when you do it, but you're able to get a little bit of it off.
Okay, so this stainless steel blade, and I'm saying that with the largest of quotations, the tip just broke off in the door, although I did manage to get what appears to be a wooden shard from the door that originally formed out of ectoplasm, which is disconcerting.
Mm-hmm.
I need to phone Mr. Stanton.
came out of the bathroom when the
Yeah.
criminal left.
Okay. They're gone.
Okay. Go back into the main part of the building.
Just come out looking at a vial with like a piece of wood in it. Ghost store. Ghost store's made of wood now.
So it's no longer a ghost door. It's now just a door.
It's
Have you tried opening it?
no, I'm not insane. The last door that we came into contact with opened up to the other realm. I'm not opening a door to the other realm unless I am kitted out to the nines. This is casual. I'm not going casual to the ghost realm. No.
So I did some research.
And what do you got?
A Mr. Cuthbert P. Sotheby, the guy the bookstore's named after,
Right.
died there.
Okay.
There's also, however, a C.P. Johnson, which seems, I can't tell if it's the same, supposed like a different person or the same person, because it's a different last name, but the first two initials are the same.
Okay.
And they both died via fire. But, so it might just be... Was that a GM goof by any chance? Nope. Okay. So it might be a different person. It might be a, same person. There's nothing that suggests... Well, actually, hold on a second. When is the last time that we had a, somewhere that would hold a cow down? Do I have a date on this one?
Yeah, the date on that would be 1602.
1602. Okay, so they are different. Okay. That's woot. Okay, so yes, they're two different people. A C.P. Sotheby, who is, I guess, what it's named after?
Okay.
But then the older one, the bookstore was also named Sotheby, so maybe they bought it because they had the same, I don't know, it's weird. And a C.P. Johnson died there. Both died from fire. C.P. was, Mr. Johnson was known to be a, very unliked person.
Okay.
Mildly miserable and known swindler.
Ah. Miserly does not get nearly enough play anymore.
No,
That is a good, strong word.
gotta go to the old-timey stuff for that. But wow, like, they really did not like, in his obituary, unliked and unloved, he will not be missed.
That was his obituary? Jesus, dude, how many wives did you sleep with?
I'm thinking he cheated swindled someone in the newspaper.
Wait, okay, so that guy was
1600s. And then there was a Cuthbert P. Sotheby in 1876, who died.
Cuthbert P. Sotheby. It's CP. That's what it stands for.
Okay, but there's also a C.P. Johnson.
Yeah, that's a different person.
The only time that you refer to someone as CP is Johnson, not Sotheby.
Yeah, I know. That's on purpose. To figure it out.
I'm assuming they've got the same first and middle name for some reason. Also died from fire. It sounds like it was a house fire, but not totally clear. But we might want to worry about this place burning down again.
So I'm going to roll for my supernatural paranoia. I succeed.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's just
Paranoia.
Yeah.
I mean, I rolled a 1, but no, that's 0. But
Oh no, that is a negative. It's very, very.
yeah, one of
You
the
might want to re-ink that. That's although I mean, it's a good way to accidentally cheat.
that's why I put it directly underneath the light. You can still see it.
Yeah.
But the okay, so there's a but okay, so this is an urban legend. Obviously, it's not necessarily real, but okay, so there's a bunch of old time like 1600s, like straight up Victorian era photographs and portraits of people, and they look eerily like Nicolas Cage. Like it is super creepy. And actually, one of them, another one's Keanu Reeves.
It's almost like you jumble enough features together, eventually some of them look the same.
Or it's the same person.
Or they're related.
Or it's the same person going over and over. And then, in order to reinvent himself and make another persona, the other persona must die. And did you... Okay, so what we need to do is we need to go through the burnings.
Okay, well,
find out who benefited from the house fire. Because chances are, if the house fire benefited one person, that ended up being him. Oh my God, we found an immortal.
Well, there was a coroner's report.
Well, of course they'd find a body. His obituary said that he was not a liked man.
Okay, no.
He's not above murder?
Okay, no. That was the first one that died. The second one just apparently ran in to rescue his books. And then died.
Rescue his books.
That's also the one that left a body.
Yeah.
And a coroner's report.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
With no next of kin.
Who owns the building?
It was sold as part of a community revitalization project. Who owns the building now?
You'd look that up.
Google.
It is owned by Harris J. Associates.
Harris J. Associates.
Big in the 80s, they kind of bought out all the local bookstores countrywide, sort of like what Chapters and Indigo did.
I mean, the alternative is this place has been haunted since the 1600s, and the asshole burnt the place down because he didn't like the new guy. And now he's gonna do it again.
I mean, fine, if you wanted to do the mundane ghost revenge thing. I wanted it to be an immortal past. Come on.
Well,
Just like drag my feet to the to get to like the overalls thing. Just start like putting like.
Well, I
forcing
mean,
feet
if
through
it is an immortal, well, I guess we'll find them. And then you even get to say, I told you so.
You just saying that to make me feel better.
Yes. Is it working?
Kinda. I'm so excited!
Hey, boss, are you guys going out now?
Yes, we have to go out now.
Alright.
Alright, so we're gonna go out. We're gonna go to the. We're going to the bookstore.
Do we have anything that might be good against fire? Can we get a fire extinguisher at least in there?
I mean, kind of. You're not gonna like it.
Why am I not gonna like it?
Because it's more of a one-time thing.
I mean, hopefully we don't burn down more than once.
Okay.
No. You don't. I'm not just gonna. What?
Just for future reference, I am
Yeah.
doing my thing of like I've made a thing.
Alright.
So I've been working on slime throwers. I haven't been able to figure out how to. I've figured it
slime
out.
bomb.
It's more of a hand grenade, but yeah, effectively it just kind of when it goes off, it draws on ambient psychokinetic energy, and it just kind of generates the slime. Unfortunately, I don't know how much because if it's in a really, really concentrated area,
Lots of slime.
oh yeah. The cool thing is the slime ectoplasm is actually flame retardant, and it'll just completely smother it. But
Okay, that's really awesome.
Ding, ding, ding.
We should also
Hi,
stop
I'm
by the
here to
hardware
see
store and grab
Alice.
a
Oh, yeah, she's in the
fire
back. She's
extinguisher
shooting
just
up
in
her
case
job. Could you tell her?
it's not
Who are
concentrated.
you?
Oh, well, I was gonna say,
Oh,
did you
okay.
have any ideas?
Just a moment, I'll get her.
For
Hey, Bass!
I was gonna
There's
put.
someone here to see you.
Tell them to grab a seat and offer them a coffee.
They got an envelope filled with money.
Tell them to grab a seat and offer them a coffee.
Right. This is her. Okay, thank you.
So I'm thinking get like a Nomex type thing for the overalls.
Oh, okay, uniform. Okay, so then yeah, let's deal with the person, cause priorities.
Hey, boss, where's the receipt book? Do we give those for personal purchases too?
No.
You keep your receipts. This isn't the mafia.
No, she wants one from us.
Come out. What?
And
Who is it?
It's Jill, and she's there with an envelope of money for you. And
This
she's
is the new roommate.
yeah, she's like, I spoke to Persephone, and yeah, she transferred me the money, and we agreed it would be better off to have it in cash, and that way everything will be fine until she finally makes parole.
Sorry, what now?
Parole?
Oh, yeah, I contacted her, and she refunded the money, and yeah, parole. She's
That's new.
yeah.
For what?
I believe her exact expression was she was crossing an invisible line with plants that have been here before we were, so she doesn't understand how they're illegal immigrants. Apparently, the judge did not see it that way, and she's serving 4 to 6.
Yeah, ecoterrorism's still kind of.
I believe it was pot.
If she was trying to grow it on, if she was trying to grow a foreign plant on national soil, it could be considered as a foreign.
Pot. It's drugs. She was
Legal.
accused of drug.
Not in Texas, it's not. Anyway, here's your money, though I'm not going to hand it over to you without getting a receipt or some kind of proof that you received
Yeah,
it.
why don't we wait until I get home tonight?
Because I'm working a double shift super late.
I thought you worked at the library.
I am, and I'm also working at the
Have
community.
you seen the Great Lady?
The who? What? Who are you? No, like I have an aunt. She's great.
No, in the library. Have you seen the Great Lady?
He's asking you about a ghost.
No, I've not seen a ghost in the library. No, I'm working double shifts. I've got 3 jobs. I don't know when I'll see you next.
Tell you what. Okay, I will give you the money. It's fine.
Okay.
You keep that money. Take
Alright.
that as a technical retainer. I need you to test something up for me.
Okay, what is happening here?
Okay, so
I don't know
this.
yet.
I need you to wear this while you're working at the library. It's a little pin. It's effectively a little PK meter.
Oh, he
So
wants.
what?
Yeah, okay, what this is okay. So there's.
Okay, stop talking for a second. He really wants to find the library ghost.
There's no ghost in the library.
Well, then you get to get free money for wandering around with a ghost measuring device.
Oh, so it's like a Fitbit.
Kinda,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
And if it goes off, you let us know and
I
you tell
get
us.
it.
Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
Well-
My girlfriend Susanna, she was doing a startup too, like to test people's auras thing, and she had me wear this thing, and yeah, I got like $20 for trying it out for an hour. So it's basically like that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let you keep whatever's in that envelope. That's what I'm paying you. So
May I
I
take
just,
a quick look?
Yeah, and it's all bills.
Okay, how much is it?
It's the exact same amount for first and last month's rent. To the 9s.
Like the full rent?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, great.
okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna wear this on your person. Do your job as per normal. This is gonna be hooked up to the app. It's gonna be on your phone. I need you to unlock your phone so I can put the app on.
See for real.
He's for real, he's my boss.
Just
Yeah.
You walked into a place called Ghostbusters and you didn't expect to find someone who's super excited about them?
Honestly, I thought it was a strip club. It kind of does have the same kind of layout as one, which would explain the office.
It might have been
Is it
one at
about
one
the
point.
pole?
Yeah.
I told you it wasn't a fireman's pole.
Okay, you know what? It can be.
She's right.
It can. Well,
She's
once
right.
we knock a hole in the ceiling, it will be. I don't like.
Or-
It's just.
Then what's gonna support it?
Or you could just learn a dance routine.
I mean, yeah, we could, but I'm just saying, if the pole goes continuously up to the other city, so we could use it to get down.
Buzzy, I'm gonna wear your little app device.
Never call me that.
Okay,
What is wrong with you? I just gave you thousands of dollars.
Right.
A little respect.
I'm gonna go now. I'm going to go now, and I'm going. Oh, guys, I think your cat got into something that's pretty gooey.
Nah, it's just a cat. Mr. Pickles, come here.
You named it?
Florp, 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 florp.
I guess that means we're not putting it in a trap?
No, I figured out a way to collar it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it comes over you, leaving footprints around, and kind of like, and starts running up, rubbing itself up against you, and getting your socks all slimy.
Disgusting. Yes, you are. Okay, I'm gonna get you a collar the moment I make it.
Speaking of which, because we're not actively using the slime exploder, do you want to spend the fate point now and just have it in your inventory, which is kind of not how I thought that edge was supposed to work.
Well, effectively, what I'm doing is I just
You're banking it?
I set that aside so we have that for that scene.
Okay.
Okay.
No, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. Okay, so you guys are suited up. I need a drive roll.
Can we please go to Canadian Tire and just buy an actual fire extinguisher?
You know what? Just for the sake of argument, you got a fire extinguisher.
We would have had to have had just in order for it to be to code.
Well, I mean, yeah, but we're not going to take the building as fire extinguisher.
Well, no, God no. But yeah, actually, given the fact that I am an inventor, I would think that I would have at least one in every vehicle that I own, because I carry my stuff with me.
So this is what I'm going to give you.
It wouldn't be like the big one; it's just like one of those tiny ones.
You basically have sort of like a bath bomb. You throw it. That's exactly what it is. It's basically like an extinguishing grenade. You throw it and it foams in 360-degree angles. But one time use only.
0. I love the fact that I chose athletic to boost athletics over drive.
So was that for your driver?
That was my drive roll. I mundanely drove. I obeyed every traffic law. There was nothing special. Oh, duckling.
So ducks go by. Stoplights, Donahan, nowhere.
No one around. Still driving the speed limit.
Yeah. You guys find a normal parking spot. Like there's plenty in the bookstore is.
Feed the meter.
Feed the meter. Meter is okay.
Do we need to roll resources for that?
No, you don't need resources for that. The only thing that's really kind of odd is that just go back. As you're driving the car feel just seems a little different from the inside as you're driving it. It seems a little bit. You swear you took a couple of right turns and the car anticipated it, just made them a little tighter, a little smoother than you're used to driving. And going through Lower Manhattan to Upper Manhattan, like there's so many potholes in the road. They're technically foxholes at this point, and that feeling you get when your teeth are rattled from driving, it just is there. The car actually was. You're not sure if the suspension fixed itself or if they filled in the. The car's been smooth.
I don't have a
comfortable.
What's going on?
It's just not normal, but good.
I checked to make sure this isn't one of the cars that the criminal left.
No, it's not. It's definitely yours, but you guys are cruising down like the one avenue, which is where you're normally doing hard rights to avoid the mortgage fire, and it's just, you're comfortable, it's relaxed, air conditioning is fine. It's like when the ducklings cross the street, it doesn't screech on the brakes, it just comes to a soft, perfect still on its own, and it's just a little bit odd.
Did you do something to the car?
I mean, I cleaned it. I used a different. You said you had a headache last time, so I used a different cleaner.
Yeah, I meant from the rattling.
Oh.
It didn't rattle. Did you not notice that?
No, I just figured what with the rattling because of the amount of equipment that we're constantly carrying.
Okay, I mean, yes, but that usually doesn't, shake you, which didn't happen this time.
And that's when you hear, oh my God, guys, help us, anyone. And the doors, people are running out of it, carrying the bags of books, and fleeing and waving their arms. There's about 20, 30 people running out, old women,
Why
Young
did they
people.
never listen to us?
Ah,
I grabbed the fire. I grabbed the fire extinguisher and the goo bomb, and the regular kit.
All right.
Trap. Goggles.
All right.
Aviator.
Actually,
Grenade.
I am attaching the goo bomb and the fire extinguisher to the drone, and I am piloting that in.
So why do I have a feeling I didn't notice you do this? So it's like getting all set up, sitting in front of the door. All right, Baz, let's hit it. Look back at the car. Really?
People are running out screaming. I'm not walking in there till I know what's going on. This guy lit the place on fire last time.
Probably safer for me if you don't have a proton pack. Just go in, open the door.
I'm so tempted to turn the fire extinguisher on.
And you can see Samantha over there. She's kind of the woman who hired you, and she's got she's kind of white knuckling the table, and
I fly the drone over, see what she's looking at.
it looks normal. Multiple racks on the lower floor. Upper floor's got other racks. You're kind of doing roll for your.
The
notice.
drone had the weird goggles.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
Goggle vision on the
Okay.
drone.
That's not good. Let's see.
can I get you to roll for notice off the drone, please?
Going to tap my unsettling enthusiasm.
All right.
I got a 1.
That is so much better. That is a 4.
Okay. So you're using the drone. You're going. Describe how you're what you're doing with the drone. Is it staying in one place? Where are you going? Where are you
Kind
going?
of looping around, but the first thing I did when I saw Sarah, whatever, Samantha, whatever her name was I kind of went to, I flew the drone near her and kind of had it scan to where she was looking.
Okay.
She
So
was white. She was
you're
lighting up or something.
you're catching aura, but it's faint and it's blue and it's really low level. Like you're barely catching anything. It's just a few wisps here and a few wisps there, and you do like a full panoramic scan, and it's just like spots dotting like different parts of the bookstore, but not a lot. And you're like, okay. I mean, you check the little PKE on the dash on the inside of the HUD. That's up display. And it's like it's big. There's ghost activity, but it's barely registering. It's like background noise. It's not even enough to cause people to flee in terror. You, on the other hand, you're kind of seeing the same thing. It's like, okay, there's almost nothing here, and you're kind of like, describe what it's like when you're walking through the shop, because you've got the PK, you've got your goggles out, you've got the PK.
Well, as I'm going through, I'll just have like that PK meter kind of there, and I'll be kind of tweaking with the like the frequency and the goggles. And I'm just like slowly kind of, if there's tables where people were reading, and just kind of like moving towards them, closing the book so it doesn't damage the spine.
That's when you kind of.
I also want to interrupt. If I've done a quick scan and there's no like fire or anything that people are fleeing,
Yeah.
I will then grab the pack and walk in.
You notice that they've got some really interesting marketing techniques. They've got like cut out cardboard air bubbles of what you think are parts and pieces of people's conversations. So as you come by, you look up, you're like, oh, interesting promotion. And then you start reading it and you're like, wait a minute. It's like, I can't believe they're charging us for this. Just buy the damn book already. And you're realizing that there's about 5 or 10 clouds of different conversations just hovering, and then it's not cardboard cutouts, they're words formed in thought balloons that are literally hanging there that you can read. Pass.
What?
Here's the thing, you speak, you can't hear anything, but when you say it, it kind of comes out and is hovering in mid-air.
Record. This is
And
amazing.
It comes out. There's no sound anywhere.
There is no sound coming out of my mouth,
And that's actually.
and yet every word is appearing in my own speech bubble. It's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I mean, the book, not the movie adaptation, but
I mean, you can see this on the cams, but you can't hear him speaking to you.
Oh, I also walked in.
You walked in and you're seeing like it kind of appear out of his mouth, and Samantha is kind of running up to you and the words, "Thank God you are here!" Exclamation mark.
Isn't this incredible? You should go.
And she's kind of looking at you and she's pointing to the back of the shop, and you hear, "Look behind, dot dot dot, you!" Exclamation 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 mark.
Why would you pause when you said that?
You guys look, and like foot long letters in like Comic Sans Papyrus font.
Comic Sans Papyrus.
Yes, it is a thing. It
Wow.
does exist.
Do you say it does or it doesn't?
It does.
Did you go looking?
Yes. It is, you have asterisks, bellowing roar, and asterisks, and underneath it in quotations you see roar.
Goggles. Do I see shit?
You definitely see this. The roar is kind of hovering at the back of the back of the store, which leads out to.
Can I interact with the speech bubble? Like move it?
When you go to touch it or try to hit it, it kind of hits like a helium balloon. So, poof.
Well, and it floats
So
away.
just kind of like take the one that says "you should go," and I'll just kind of like show it to Samantha.
And she's like, "I got you," and she starts backing away and just kind of runs out the door. And as she goes out the door, the words "creak, creak" appear from the hinges as the doors close tightly and the word "slam."
I am not too proud to admit this. This is so much better than a creepy immortal.
Okay.
Glad to hear you're happy. I feel like we should be writing this out and like holding it up.
I almost thought about doing. I thought about doing
far
that.
too much
I
time.
know, but
Okay.
It would be great.
I gotta use the washroom, but then we'll take a 2-minute pee break.
okay. But when I was looking at the roar, I was trying to I was doing the aura goggles.
Yeah, that roar came from the DIY section.
Okay.
And it's kind of tucked in the back corner of the. No worries, it happens. So it's going to. There are technical problems.
Yeah.
It's from the DIY section, which is that back corner. So you kind of go in, hang a right, and it's kind of tucked away from.
Okay,
from
but
everything.
I was like, is there a blue glow? Like, is there stronger ghosty auras from that
Yes,
area?
there is.
Okay,
Yes,
there
there is, and it's sparking up like flames. Like there's definitely something there, but it's weird because it's not just sparking up there. As you start getting closer to that, the faint traces you found in other parts of the store, they're starting to light up a little bit.
When you say light up, are we talking fire or ghosts?
Yeah, or fire aura.
Fire aura.
Okay, so precursor to actual fire. Ghost fire.
Great. So it doesn't look like it's burning anything yet, but it's threatening.
Doesn't look
Yes.
like it's burning anything yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go pee, and then we'll come back to it.
All right.
See you guys in a few.
Did you want me to use the toilet when I go pee?
Yes, we did. Definitely. Charlie. Just damn it, now we have to replace the couch again.
Yeah.
Cheers. And we're back.
Okay, so you are actually as you're actually seeing these ghostly lights flicker into flame, and they look like candle flames to you. They're iridescent, they're blue, they're sparking up, and they don't kind of look like the flame you'd see in a forest fire. It's just a very kind of gentle, soft wafting kind of flame, but they're definitely getting more pronounced as you're getting there. And the glow is definitely coming from the DIY section, where that one thought balloon is just hovering.
Okay, so before you go running over there,
Stop balloons.
I take the drone, I hand you the iPad that it scans to, and I fly the drone over there so we can see what the fuck is going on.
Okay.
Like, drag my feet as we walk over, like, done.
What you see are several of the books on each of the bookshelves. They're definitely as the drone gets closer, they're kind of vibrating. They're kind of shaking a little. The covers are opening and closing, and you see that there's teeth. That they're manifesting teeth in the joys of cooking, or 1,001 ways to build your own workshop, or carpentry for dummies. These things are like the covers are peeling back, and you can see like half-inch teeth that look like they belong on some kind of carnivorous cat.
Is that where the roar is coming from?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But the weird thing is, it doesn't seem like the roar is coming from those things, but
Okay, I'm trying to figure out where this. Usually, sound bubbles like that have a directional tail.
For you, the directional tail is pointing at the entire DIY section.
Okay. Okay, so it's not on fire, and there's no giant monster. So let's cautiously approach.
Okay.
Okay. So, how are you guys doing this?
I just kind of walk over. It's full Venkman right now. Like, I want to be just gung ho, tuck and roll, come out with a proton bat, but I'm holding an iPad.
Yeah.
Being cautious.
Okay.
Just killing me inside. I'm just like.
Look, I know you want to join the ghosts, but still.
So, you guys look around, and that's when,
glares.
that's when you notice that about a third of the books are kind of jumping off the shelves, landing on the ground, and they're kind of hopping towards your general direction, with the jaws kind of in the covers smacking up and down. Ellen DeGeneres' biography is kind of coming right beside, the Dr. Phil's advice, which is 75% off because he's no longer a doctor, followed by the Dr. Seuss collection behind that.
I'll be honest. I won't feel quite as bad about blowing up the children's and DIY books as some of the others. I readied the proton.
Okay, so here's the thing. They are coming at you from behind. They are coming at you from in front, and they are coming down at you guys on the side aisles.
Wait, what? I thought it was just the DIY section.
Yeah, that's...
Well, he started mentioning biographies.
Yeah. So anyway.
I'm gonna go stand under the drone because it has a goo flanger.
Okay. So what are you doing?
It has a single goo grenade. It's just meant for the fire.
I know. But we also have a grenade fire extinguisher. I am glad for redundancy.
Oh, that's interesting.
So I take it the monsters are going first.
Okay. So,
Apparently I didn't get to.
just checking for things.
Oh, is that what
Okay.
that was?
Yeah. So, as you're watching the drone, you see the books leaping one after another, falling off the shelf. Covers open, teeth are coming, and there's a swarm of them coming directly down to the DIY section. You take a look around, and you can see not necessarily a swarm, but there's a trickling of them coming at you from 3 different alleys: biographies, self-help, and world travel that are kind of flopping around and kind of pursuing you.
Okay, so self-help, world travel, and biographies are also starting to wander this way. there a pinch point?
Yeah, kind of directly behind you.
I would like to go so that they all have to go through the pinch point, and I'm going to scoot the drone back this way.
Okay.
Can I put the iPad down?
Yeah. Take the iPad.
Okay, great. That's wonderful. So who's doing what? Talk to me here.
I am bringing the drone with its goo flinging and fire extinguishing balls
Okay.
so that I can grab them.
Okay.
And then
So drone's there.
I grab the self-preservation tools
Okay.
and attach them to my belt
Okay. So you're attaching stuff to you.
I'm
so
going
that it
to
can be
go.
quickly removed.
I'm going to go further back down the aisle to find out, because if they're all coming towards us, I want to try and go around to find out where the roar is coming from, because this is a symptom of what's happening,
Okay.
not the actual problem.
Okay.
So I want to try and find that.
Okay. So
The roar was coming from the DIY section.
you roll for notice.
So what you're saying is, if I wanted to find out what was wrong, I'd have to do it myself.
Yes. Yeah.
I have too much fun with this job. Oh, I rolled a 0 for my notice.
Okay.
Maybe the drone will help. Here.
Okay. So so the first section, world travel, starts trying to take nips at your feet, but they kind of get in each other's way because of the pinch point. So you take a few steps back, and you're like, "Oh, that's cute. They're trying." They're kind of leaping up, maybe about a foot in the air, kind of snapping wildly at you. That's when you notice that the biography section, fewer books, but bigger books are coming at you. But as true biographies, they're kind of getting into each other's way. They're leaping on top of each other and kind of pushing each other, jockeying for position.
Okay, I also need, I'm also gonna yell at you. I need you to send a bill to Sally now. I throw the thought balloon after you.
Roll for a notice. To see if you see this.
Yes.
5.
It hits you square in the head.
Just all right. Heck.
And that's when books from the DIY section start leaping on top of you. They're not actually hurting per se, but they're
I just kind of imagine, because they're books, like it falls under the same. It falls under the same things that the problem I've always had with Chucky from Child's Play.
Yeah.
It's a doll.
Yeah.
Like it, kick it.
yeah, so,
I'm imagining a book just kind of like, it's like, oh god. Oh yeah, your book.
it's exactly it. So
It's just like,
they're not so much biting down on you as clinging off of you and kind of like gnawing at your shoelaces. Like it's really itchy and uncomfortable. But there's a lot of them.
It's just you like,
That's when you guys see more of the books starting to come down. Kind of numbers are starting to thicken up a little bit, and that's when the other section makes a go at you, and they're kind of getting weighed down by the thought balloons are actually getting in their way, so they're kind of trying to leap over each other, but they're bouncing into this and they're kind of shaking it off, and they kind of look at each other and they're kind of like splitting up to find other ways to you.
I am building a wall of thought balloons
Okay.
and word bubbles. So I'm just gonna start monologuing at the
do
books.
this, be like, hey, Bass, vent about Persephone. And then just leave.
Okay.
There won't be room. Like, well.
Okay, so books are piling up now. They're starting to cover, and what was a trickle, now they're coming more of a stream.
I am building a wall of thought of words.
Okay, so roll for it.
I have to roll? What the hell do I roll for that?
Rapport.
Technically, yeah.
I mean,
It's-
it kind of seems like a bit of a stretch, but I mean,
what else would you roll?
I know, right?
You are literally forming a conversation. It just so happens it's literal.
Well, the dice didn't like it, but
What do you got?
I got a 2 total.
Okay.
This is basically setting up an aspect, I guess.
Okay.
Aspect is wall of words.
So, hang on. So yeah, you were successful across the board. It did work. Oh, hang on here. That's what I want to do. Okay, got it. So you were successful. You did set up the wall of words. And what are you doing, Charlie?
I'm still trying to do the same thing of finding the actual source.
Roll for it.
Sending a bill.
Roll for notice. That's when you notice the way the thought balloon is angled. It's not coming from the DIY section. It is the DIY section. The whole section, think of it in terms of a mimic. The books aren't mimics. This section is a mimic. The whole ghostly presence is emanating from the entire DIY section.
Imagining at this point, because books, just like Wade, like just with books hanging off
Yeah.
me, just like kicking through them, just kind of come around the corner. Was the store ever expanded? Like into another part of the building? It's the section, not leading to something.
I mean, it probably. I mean, it burnt down twice.
I have it's kind of like at this point I'm imagining like the full body picture of me just doing this, like covered in books, trying to not. It's like if I had a match, it would be on fire. I'm just saying, if this continues to happen every couple hundred years, fire is an inevitability.
Yes. Also, you need to bill Sally so that we can, get rid of the fucking things and still get paid.
The pocket containing my cell phone is currently being chewed on by Cuba.
I removed the book labeled
No,
Cuba.
because you guys are not in the same area right now.
He said come back.
Oh, you did come back. Oh, then yes, you can do that.
It's a travel guide to Cuba. It's been chewing on my left flank for...
Yoink! Flunk. Over the wall. At some point, I just started singing Wall of Words.
What am I billing her?
Well, we're billing for... Let's see, we've got multiple possessed books. You've got a possessed section.
This is an entire section, so this is definitely at least a level 7. It's at least 7k.
Okay, so level 7 ghost, you want to add like a plus whatever amount per level increase if it is higher. Just put it on there. Let's say current estimates.
Alright, current. Then I'll just type a current assessment.
Okay, so
6 plus k.
okay, you send that. Both of you make notice rolls.
Damn it. 1 again.
Three.
Okay, books start dropping off of both of you, and they start leaving you, and they start kind of scurrying back to the DIY section, and they start clambering into the one bookcase, but not reshelving themselves, but onto the wall, and they start kind of opening their covers. The pages are kind of melding each other. They start piling onto each other. You see the teeth sticking into one another, and this face, about probably 10 feet up and 6 feet across, is starting to form.
Before I notice the face, I'm just gonna look at you. It's like, man, the weight of knowledge. Am I right?
You notice that the thought balloons have stopped.
Ah, shit. My wall's gone. No, I'm not high-fiving that. Fine.
You guys high five, and just as you turn around, you see this.
Oh, that's unsettling.
You see this face made out of books with the fluttering of pages and the covers, and it looks like a 16th century English miser who was probably a wrinkle elemental in his day. The big steamer trunks under the eyes, the heavy jowls,
Oh,
the furrowed brow,
Your name's Cuthbert, isn't it?
and the eyes just flicker open, and you can see the blue flames in those people. To put it roughly, his eyes are roughly just maybe half the size of your heads, and they just flare up, and
Look at my nose.
you see the flames kind of emanating back and forth.
Kind of look at you, just like, okay, admit it though. If you knew nothing about this case, you'd assume that guy's name was Cuthbert. He looks like a Cuthbert.
And that's when he pulls back, looks at you, and just bellows. And it is a sound like, 1,000 champagne glasses being thrown through a blender at the same time, along with an orifice, and just fired out of a cannon. That is the sound that comes out of his mouth. It is this unholy, God-fearing thing. And when you actually see...
No, that does not sound like a God-fearing thing.
And when he opens his mouth to do it, you can actually see the blue flames kind of twisting and spiraling on the inside. And then you realize that those flames actually look like souls.
So, what do you think's going to happen if I throw the goo bomb inside his mouth?
Well, first of all, you guys need to make will checks, because he just launched a fear attack.
That is kind of terrifying.
3.
3?
2.
Okay. So you are taking 3 mental, you're taking 2 mental. Well, little unsettling.
Yeah.
So you just...
Sorry. Wow. Yeah.
Wait, sweetie?
Yeah.
You're somehow managed to, zoom in, so most of that was not visible to the camera.
Okay. So I will de-zoom it. Anyway, so the mouth opens.
You
see
mean
the flames,
zoom
the
out?
soul. It's right up there with Cookery Shop and Barbecuer. Overneath. Oh my god. So you guys are just standing there, and your hair is literally being blown back. The drone is having trouble staying aloft as it's being pushed back, and it's just released this wave of terror.
Dude, breath mint.
It's just gonna be that moment of, and I'm shooting it.
All right, what are you doing?
Apparently I'm yelling. Apparently I'm hurting its feelings.
I rolled 1.
1. Okay. What are you rolling?
No, seriously, what do you think happens if I throw the slime bomb in its mouth?
I have no idea.
Throwing the slime bomb in its mouth
Athletics. Go
as
for
it
it.
screams.
I will be shooting. I'll be trying to aim for the upper face and the eyes.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be mostly.
It's a big target.
But it's gonna be mostly me just doing this. Because I'll aim for its eyes. The beam.
Yeah.
Aim is yeah.
I have gotta work on.
So
my
I got a
presence.
2, but I want to add a +2 to that.
Okay.
And I definitely seem to throwing things definitely seems to be something that I should be able to tap into for something for an aspect.
Mhm.
Any ideas on aspects? I've got free ones. I really
Throwing stuff.
well, something that I could tap into as far as throwing. I seem to do it a lot, so I don't know. I mean, I could theoretically. My character used to play baseball, but that seems kind of boring.
Actually, last game, the way you threw the trap, you got your trap roll and I described it as, somebody who had mastered the art of curling.
Okay, curling is sliding things. I'm not sliding this into its mouth.
No, you're not, but you could definitely do taking the sports thing.
Alright, fine. I'll just put
Athletic.
sports for now on the early aspects.
Sporty spice.
I was just saying,
No.
I played that one summer.
Okay, well, anyways, that's the idea. I'll figure out a proper aspect
Okay.
for it later. But tapping that, adding a +2.
It's sort of it's like, how do you know how to play this? Oh, I went to sports camp one year. How do you know how to play? Yeah,
Different
camp.
sports camp.
You throw a javelin camp. Yeah. How did you throw a basketball camp? And that nunchuck at camp, they had that. It was the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that tracked.
So 4.
One time at summer camp.
Dude. Actually, I'm imagining, like, because it's a grenade.
Although, actually, that could be one time at sports camp.
Oh, yes. One time at sports camp.
I'm just imagining, like, your dad was one of those guys completely okay of having a daughter, but really wanted a son. So it was just like every summer you went to a different sporting thing.
Yeah.
He was there, and it was a thing that you did, but it was just like, let's try this. Do you like this? I know you like art, but do you like this? Do you like this too, maybe? No? How about this? Can we bond, please? I draw stick figures. And
You just described my entire childhood.
I'm imagining
I'm totally doing that. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm imagining when you hit about like 16, 17, you drew a picture of him playing baseball, and it was just like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
That was like one of those contrary drawings with the light and the shadow, and it actually made him look better than what he did.
No, let's be honest. My character would have done it as a stick figure.
Anyway, moving on. So
It would have been endearing to him. Just like,
So you kind of throw up the proton thing, and you hit it, power on the trigger, this beam goes flying straight towards it, hits it in the side of the head, and it's just dispersing. This is not normal behavior. Like, it should be shredding into this thing. It's kind of like sputtering around it, which is bizarre. You, on the other hand, you're like, okay, I got the thing. And that's when you feel this kind of very warm, gooey, slithering, sliding thing kind of wrap itself up your leg and into your pant, like leaking these fluid. And then you look at it, and it's got this tongue which has come out that's formed up of like dripping ink and half-written pages, and it's slid up across your leg, and you're just like, oh fuck no, bam! Hit it on the hit. You throw the thing.
No, I was throwing the thing in the big ghost.
I'm getting there. You hit the tongue. It hits. It bounces off, ricochets against the inside of its bridge work, and goes down the throat. And then there's like, oh fuck! You hear the souls, and then it's like,
go inside.
Riley!
make an athletics roll.
4.
So just as his tongue's unlodged, you kind of like do a handstand backflip out of the tongue before it starts to regurgitate. What did you get?
4.
4.
I think I just where I'm standing, and like I'll like turn it off when he starts to, like, and just no, and I stand beside the face, like near the wall, so it's just kind of like.
There's actually a bookcase there, and you just stand behind the bookcase. It's the first time where comics and humor has actually saved. It's just a, and it's just ectoplasm vomit coming out. So there's this tidal wave that just hits you, but you're standing from the bookcase, so it's like two sides of the river on either side. You're fine. You're on the other one, and you're kind of you're basically doing a gymnastics routine that would probably put Catwoman to shame. As you're like springboarding back, and then sidestepping, and you do a tuck drop and roll behind the cashier's desk, and overhead there's like this deluge of ecto vomit, and then it just stops, and the place is just glop glop. The face is still there, and the eyes are still scanning for you. It kind of lost track, but it's still looking. There are no thought balloons.
Slide a trap directly under its mouth.
Okay, roll for athletics.
3.
3. Okay.
This is kind of like.
And what are you doing?
I am setting. I'm prepping the. I'm aiming. I'm aiming basically. So I'm setting up an aspect.
Okay.
I'm imagining you going, like, okay, I gotta aim. I really gotta talk to him about making like a targeting reticle, and then just a brief flashback of you bringing it up to me. I was like, all right, cool, and it came up with this targeting reticle. So you had the thing, but the targeting reticle was like this big. Which is like, that's too big. I'm like, yeah, but given the visual range, that's roughly in the diameter of where the beam is gonna land. I don't know. It waves.
Okay. So what did you roll?
Oh yeah, I have to roll for that.
Yep.
4.
4. Okay.
Does
So.
that happen to be with a boost?
Nope. But you did get it. Okay, so you're aiming and you're throwing the trap. And what did you roll for the trap throw? 3. Okay. So you're able to you line up, you run, you throw. The trap is sliding perfectly. And there just happens to be that one stray book that kind of didn't quite make it into the face in time. It turns around the corner, its eyes go wide. You hit it square in the face with the trap, and the trap kind of spins around to the underneath the head. It's not quite where you wanted it, but it's kind of tilting on its side, so when it opens, it should get like 75% of the face. No problem. Had that book not in there, you would have gotten a full 100, but you know, it's good enough.
Damn you, Dr. Phil. Is there nothing you can't ruin?
You, on the other hand, you're like, okay, not only, like, from the drone's point of perspective, it's not just aiming, you've artistically framed your shot. You're like, okay, there's Victor, okay, and that's the center point. You know, if I aim it this way, oh, the light is just, this is good, this is really good. I gotta remember this. Yeah, the line, this is perfect! This is so...
Take a camera shot. I need a reference.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay. So you're in, you're ready to go. Your trap is poised. It does not see either of you. Okay, so you're still well shielded by bookcase. You're far enough away. It hasn't figured out where you are yet.
Woot!
With a 1 for provoke, just kind of step out from my thing from behind the bookcase. There's like, hey Cuthbert, that is your name, right? It's very difficult to know because no one remembers who you are.
What did you roll?
1.
Okay, and what are you doing?
Adjusting my aim now that he's moved.
Oh, I effectively can. If I was like pretty much like hiding behind the edge of a bookshelf,
Yep.
I just moved here.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So if anything, I'm still roughly where I am given your visual, but I am now. He's got. He's aware of my presence.
Okay.
He knows
so,
where I am now.
Okay, so
I'm going to continue aiming.
you've already aimed to set up the aspect.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and charge it.
When you say charge it, like...
Make another roll and see if I can get another point on it.
Okay.
I mean, until shit hits the fan, there's not much point in tapping into it.
Okay.
That time I only got a 1.
Okay. So, you're aiming it and you're like, no, he stepped in front of the way, he just killed the shot. No, I can fix it. I'll just go.
Landing is all
No.
wrong.
God damn it. I'll just. Wait, maybe if I go over there. So, you got a better angle down on him. And you just like, you're like, you think you see the flicker of recognition in these big booky eyes. The covers kind of flap like eyelids. Kind of looks at you. And for a moment, there's like this look of sorrow as it kind of looks down the floor. And then its mouth opens up, the tongue comes out, wraps around your torso, and starts pulling you in.
Yep, that's what I wanted.
What?
Hit the button on my belt. Activate the because okay. So the way the trap works, it kind of opens up as a cone upward. It was in front of his face. It might like grab some of the skin on his forehead. His tongue is now out now, which means while I'm being pulled in, I'm activating the trap, so his tongue can go in the trap and he can get pulled in Tongue first.
Okay.
And what happens if you? What happens if you still...
Physical bees can't go into it.
You sure? Okay.
Okay. Next one. Okay. So he's trying to pull you in and swallow you.
I will
The
be
trap.
actively resisting.
I will try and.
With a hearty 5 for my
Ooh.
athletics. Effectively just like grab hold of the entire bookshelf. Comic books! Save me!
Okay. So,
Can I use the proton gun to pull it further into the trap, seeing as it's part of the
yes,
wall?
that's what they're designed to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
There's the blast, and then there's like a containment stream, which is like a thinner version of it, but it's designed to wrap around something.
I will switch it to that mode.
So but because it's attached, because his face is attached to the wall,
That's weird.
it's ridiculously difficult to do so. But again, the tongue. So you could like literally just grab hold of the base of the tongue and just go.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna try and make sure that it stays in the trap with
Okay.
my shooting.
Okay, roll for it. So what did you roll for?
5.
Okay.
My dice did not like me. So I rolled a total of 0. But
You had like 5 for that in total.
yep, that's what I was gonna say. But I do have two on that aim, and because Charlie's in the way, I really don't want to screw this one up. So I'm gonna tap both of them and add a +4 to make that a 4.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, Charlie's hanging for dear. Well, Victor's hanging for dear life in the comic book section. The tongue is wrapped around his pants, and you kind of see like the pants are starting to come down, but the tongue is starting to pull slack.
They're
It's
coveralls.
like your coverall. How are the pants? Maybe they're coming off your feet.
They're starting to. It's pulling. It is pulling you, but they're holding firm. Basically, it's the old trick where it's got you by a boot, and you see the boot starting to come off.
Those are expensive.
You kind of lay the proton pack, kind of pull down on it, and the eyes kind of swivel to see you and flare up. Just as you hit back on the proton stream, the light kind of bursts out and goes, instead of going to the left and to the right and everything, it actually follows the same path you noticed the way the lighting was when you set up the shot. Weirdest coincidence. So it just goes streaking down there. You see the light coming in there, and you're like, okay. And just as the light is about to hit, you kind of pull up your knees and like pull down that rack of Image Comics. So it kind of waits. So the tongue's got you. The tongue has got you by the leg like this. It comes down and does this and throws a kink into it, and that's when the proton stream just hits it square in the jaw, and then it just goes up, and then down, and then up, and then down. And you take a look at him, and the face is just got the scorch marks. It's just like DIY books, biography, self-help quotes, live life and pray, eat, drink, and be merry. You can do it. I believe in you. Kale is your best friend are all ignited into spontaneous flame as the face is bisected in half, and you just hear this bellowing scream as the ghost kind of furls up in this tornado of books and pages and goes flying into the trap. So it's and the trap clamps cloud, and there's a boop boop boop. Target acquired. Have a nice day.
Ugh. Trying to take my boot. What are you gonna do with a boot? You're a book ghost.
And as you both roll notice, please and thank you.
1.
1.
Do I see the door?
I will let you know in a second.
0.
You catch a glimpse of the door, faint outline of it. It was right behind where the face formed, but it is melting at such a rate. The other doors were like taking their time.
Yeah.
This one is like in fast motion. It's like been sped up. It's just not drip, drip, drip. It's drip. So you caught a glimpse of the door, but the details, you saw some colors. You saw part of a hinge that may have been fancy.
I'll put it I'll
liquefied.
I'll play it back and hopefully be able to pause some of the imagery. Yes.
Yeah. So you kind of cut that. So it just kind of waxed out on you at the last moment. You barely even saw that.
Damn. That dissolved quickly. No, well. Come along, Cuthbert.
Not,
Alright.
not as much damage as usual.
That's when you notice the other ghosts kind of floating by the till to check out the books.
Hello.
And it just kind of looks at you. Like balding hair, horn-rimmed glasses, kind of like that English vest and tie store clerk who looks at you, smiles, and gestures to the counter where you put your books.
I go and take a look. Is there anything on the counter?
No.
Grab a couple of the comic books.
Yeah.
Actually have these.
He kind of lowers his glasses, looks at them, nods. You see one of the bags. He kind of lifts up the bags, and there's like ectoplasm dripping off. Takes the comic books, ectoplasm is seeping in, puts them in, seals it nicely, hands it to you. Just smiles.
Bye, Mr. Johnson.
He just goes back to checking the inventory and this kind of thing as you guys step out.
Oh, that was neat.
Is
Shame
it
that it-
okay that we left him there?
We never hurt anybody.
No, this is true. But I mean, we were told to remove the desk.
Samantha?
She's across like the street, just kind of having a smoke. It's like, is it over? Did you get rid of it?
Yes,
Oh.
and no.
Oh my god!
So the creepy ghost is gone. Mr. Johnson, the guy that. Okay, so there's two.
There's two what?
Ghosts.
There's two ghosts.
What was? There's now only one.
What do you mean? There's only one? I'm a district manager. Kind of.
Hang on.
Okay.
The malicious one is gone.
It's good.
Mr. Johnson is over there doing inventory.
You look back. You don't see him anymore.
Or he was.
He might actually have moved on. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, I'm guessing he was the one that from the 1800s that ran back in to save the books and
Yeah.
the fire. At worst, he's gonna do inventory for you. It's a ghost.
The one that was scaring people is dealt with.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gone. You know.
There is technically another ghost there.
Maybe.
He might have left on his own anyway, seeing as the guy who effectively killed him is now gone.
Okay.
But he's harmless.
I'll do another sweep before we leave. I'm just gonna put this back.
Okay. Somebody roll report for this one.
I will.
Yes, that is a good idea. I will go back inside and just kind of do a
Okay.
quick sweep.
Okay. So investigate.
3.
3. Okay. I'll wait for Mariah to do.
So I got a 2 on my report.
Mm-hmm.
Robert. I'm gonna tap friendly art grad and
Yeah. Okay.
add a +2 and make that a 4 again.
Okay. So she's worked up, and she's not happy that you only got rid of one of two ghosts. But hang on.
Well, I'm gonna say is if he does cause problems, give us a call. We'll deal with it free of charge as part of this. But he seems completely. Think of this like you had a giant, disgusting rat, and you got someone's pet.
Oh yeah. Okay. When you she kind of smooth it over, and she's like, right. So neighbor's cute stray dog who everybody loves. Mangy sewer rat that worked his way up to the toilet. You got rid of the sewer. Okay.
And if there turns out to be a problem with this guy, we will take care of it pro bono. Okay.
Well, I'm still using my stress leave on this. And
Cool.
she basically comes around. It's like, okay, you know what? No, this is fair. This is fair. I didn't know we had two ghosts. That's not on me. You know,
No.
you're the professional.
Yep.
Okay. I can explain this to my manager. He loves all sorts of like. Do you remember the
Hell, you
cryptid?
could turn this guy into like a an attraction.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
he hangs around.
No.
No, I mean,
No.
fair enough. But,
No.
I mean, it's an option.
Okay, so she kind of has her cigarette, thinks it over, she pays you or forwards the money, and just kind of goes and settles down.
Alright, I go back in. Took care of it. I don't know. Is he still hanging around? No evidence?
No evidence of that, but what you've got, like, okay, DIY section.
Oh, just as a heads up, though, I did tell her that if this particular ghost causes issues in the future, we will take care of it pro bono.
Yeah, okay.
So you're like, okay, you go in there and you're like, why the DIY section? Of all the things, you're like, why the door there? And you're like, hang on a moment. You take a couple steps back up the staircase. You go to the balcony, you look down, and the way it was all organized, the tables weren't where they should be. You can tell some of the bookcases were moved. And then you're like, wait a minute. That's where the book signing was. That's exactly where they had it. They moved those cases over there, moved those chairs up front, and that's where he must have been sitting when they had it. It's the only place in the whole bookstore that Wildcat was right there. That's exactly, he would have been sitting right in front of where that head appeared. It just kind of dawns on you, the scorch marks and everything. You need to take a look at some of the promotional material, and sure enough, he's in front of the DIY section. And the thing that really kind of cinches it for you is when you look around at the corner of where she hit it with the face with the proton thing. Part of the face wasn't just made out of books. There was bits and pieces of his cardboard like cutout that were stuck in there as well.
I'm imagining I find like a piece of the cardboard and it's just his like stupid toothy grin.
It's like the neck up is burnt off and you like pull it off and look at. But when you go to the other parts, the corners of the store, it's weird because it's almost like a proximity thing. The closer to that one section where he is, the PKE is going up. But like the further you go, but that's not how ghosts operate. When they haunt a building,
It's the building.
it's the building. It's not an area of the building. It's like a ghost should have had free access to any point of this. It shouldn't get stronger the closer you get to it. Or at least that's what the PKA is leading you to believe.
Weird. Man.
What's the matter?
This is where Carlson was when he was doing his book signing.
Man, too bad I didn't eat him.
No, like, I'll show you the picture. Like, he was sitting right there. They moved the bookcases to put him right here. And now, in this specific section,
Is where
is the
Face
PKE.
away.
If you take it to the far corner, it drops.
isn't that how it normally goes?
No. If a room is being haunted, the room will now. If it's an object, yeah, the PKE will spike over an object. But if it's an area, it'll just kind of, it'll normally stay around the middling realm. I'll make up a chart so you can study it, kind of look at it. But it literally, you go to the far corner, the further away from this, it literally just shuts down. There's no PKE energy at all. It's like it.
And it's not like we know where this guy, like, it's not like this guy wouldn't be haunting just like a patch of ground. So
Wait,
wait, what?
unless the door, is it drawing energy?
Well, you were saying there was one in your office, so we can measure and see.
Yeah,
how
but
that
it's
behaves.
like physically manifesting as wood now. Like I have that thing. I really have to put that under a microscope so I can actually see if it's actually
Okay,
wood.
yes, but if it's pulling an energy, we should be able to see the same pattern.
It's true. Yes. Okay. Fantastic.
So what I'm getting is that the ghosts also really dislike Wildcat.
It's like they're decent human beings. Weirdest thing.
Or almost, anyways. Adjacent.
Damn, I don't have any aerosol.
Aerosol?
The ectoplasm
Oh, the
stuff
goo.
that I made.
I go check in the truck. I go check in the truck. Do we have the
Yes, you do.
anti?
Oh, right. So I'll go to the I'll go to I'll hold up the PK. Actually, get you to hold the PK, and just monitor that and have it pointed at one specific area, and I will pretty much saturate it.
Okay.
Because the way the aerosol, the way I wanted the aerosol to work is effectively it dissipates PKE energy, which is effectively ectoplasm.
Yeah.
So it'll just kind of
Yeah.
It's the positive
It ends
ectoplasm.
up. It ends up working.
Yeah, it's dropping.
That's amazing. It's drawing in PK. That is terrifying. Oh my god. We have to go.
Do we not have to clean up?
You know.
Hey, boss. Federico here. Listen, the
Literally the only person that calls me boss, Fred. Yeah.
the chicken guy.
Hey, what about him?
Um,
I'm meeting his wife tonight.
yeah. He's kind of here, and I'm not too sure what to do, what to say to him. You know how we call him the chicken guy?
Mm-hmm.
He's becoming the chicken guy. Like feathers, the beak, the whole thing.
Can I hear this?
Yeah, I'll just put it on speaker.
Yoink. Well, I recommend getting him some corn. Put him in a room.
Okay.
Don't let him go away. I don't know.
Not with the door.
Okay, I'll put him in the staff break room. But
Yes.
Can you guys get back here quick? Things are getting weird. Sir. God damn it, Eric, not everybody needs an espresso right now. I've had 6.
That explains a bit.
So I will phone the witch.
Mm-hmm. Hello?
Hi.
Hey, are we still on for tonight? I had it at 7:30.
Yes, we are. I did actually want to call just for a thing because originally your husband called me to find a way to quote unquote deal with it because you turned his girlfriend into a chicken.
Well, I didn't. I did and I didn't.
Okay, my point is he hasn't paid me yet, and you're turning him into a chicken.
Well,
If
also,
he turns into a chicken,
did
I can't get paid.
Did not. That's not. I told him it was a full moon coming up. He did not take the precautions. I told him to. That's on him.
Right. But
So I suggest you get your money from him as fast as possible because you're gonna have to wait until the whole next full moon for him to turn back. That's not on me.
it is on you though.
No, it's really.
Pass it to me. According to our client, it is on you, but we are meeting to discuss with you.
Oh,
figure out
of
what's going on,
course.
yeah.
Of course.
Of course,
It's always on me.
Of course, I mean, it's you're going through a divorce. That's just how it goes, right?
Well, it's not the divorce. It's the curse. That's how it works.
Anyways, we'll meet up with you later tonight.
Okay.
We'll talk.
Wait,
we'll figure
I
it out.
thought I was just having a date with the cute one.
Trust me, you want a translator. He talks ghost and confuses people.
Okay.
I'll tag along. I'll bugger off later. Okay?
All right. Kind of weird. Won't lie. Not usually used to going on dates with people that my soon-to-be ex-husband has hired.
I didn't realize this was a date.
It wasn't. We were just meeting for dinner so we could talk about the case.
Yeah, no, it's we kind of wanted to pick your brain, figure out what's going on, so we can.
That we might want to put you on retainer.
And apparently, we might want to put you on retainer, but yeah. So
Like for the psychic erotic thing, or for.
we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
You said it was 7:30.
Yeah.
Do we want to see if we can move that up?
Can she meet earlier?
If you're free earlier, we
I
have to
can
move
meet
it
at 6.
6.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, sounds great. We'll see you at 6.
Okay.
All right. Same place. Cheers.
Yeah.
She thought it was a date.
It's weird.
Yep.
Okay. So where are you two guys doing?
Back to the office, I guess.
Okay.
Deal with the panicked secretary and the chicken.
Yeah, just let Samantha know. Keep it closed, and the goo will dissolve in a matter of hours. It should be gone by tomorrow. There is some stuff like falling over things, but aside from that, it should be fine.
And here, if you need to get into something specific really fast, you can use this to help clear up the goo, but it'll all go away on its own.
Okay. She's like, okay, cool. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. There's like people taking pictures and this kind of outside. It's like, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. I've got a chance at the promotion. She takes the can. She goes inside, and you just hear the.
We should go. And with a 3 for driving.
And we are gone. Car peels out. Smooth drive. Everything.
Contract specifically states are not responsible for damage.
Mm-hmm.
You guys eventually make it very quickly back to your place, and you come in and Federico is there, and he's got a football helmet on and he's armed with a mop.
What
the hell?
I think I can hear you. I locked him into the staff break room just like I said.
Okay.
He's changing.
Yeah.
I think he's a weird chicken.
A weird chicken.
So, was he still person when you chased him with a mop?
Yeah, well, I didn't chase him. I gave him some chocolates and stuff, but just started pecking at the crackers. And then I asked him if he wanted a coffee. Kind of snarled at me, and then he had this beak, and he started scratching the ground. And the next thing I know, he made a run for me, and I slammed the door. I locked it, and you hear the
Okay.
claws on the table in the staff room.
Other than this claw noise, all of that sounded like normal chicken.
You. He's a weird chicken.
Okay, first off, you don't need to whisper. It knows you're here.
You hear like this massive crow coming from the staff room.
And 2, what's weird about the chicken part? Other than the fact that it was once a human.
We literally deal with ghosts. It's like this is Cuthbert.
Yeah. You want me to put it in the?
No, I got it.
Yeah. It's just.
It's
a
fine.
guy.
Have you taken your lunch
He's
yet?
got the teeth.
Have you taken your lunch yet?
No.
Go take your lunch.
Going to the
If
food
I
truck.
open the break room door, is it going to be normal sized?
No, it's not.
Okay,
So
thank you.
so it's human sized.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the important information.
Thank you. Eric, looking good.
Thanks, boss. Thanks, boss.
Yeah.
You're coming tomorrow night, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Just kind of walk by the coffee machine. Eric, looking good.
Thank you, sir. Your usual.
Oh no, I got to deal with the chicken.
I see. Double espresso.
Thank you.
So, how are we going to barricade this?
See, you're an artist. You appreciate things. I like that. I'm a scientist. You see this as a way to barricade someone in the staff break room. I see this as a prime opportunity to experiment on someone who's been polymorphed against their will.
Or you could acquire knowledge and then not accidentally duplicate.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
You wanted to recreate information that you could get the easy way?
Well, what I was gonna do is, why don't see? Because I always had this theory that magic was just kind of like highly focused psychokinetic energy. Like people just have that ability to just because ghosts can like possess
Weird
inanimate
shit, yeah.
objects, whatever. So it's possible that it could just be something that we can do, which explains how ghosts are real. Because if everyone's capable of doing it, then alright. So
where's your PK mirror?
where's yours?
I'm just surprised you weren't waving it around already.
I just had an espresso. Thank you. Eric.
You are welcome.
Okay, so we barricade it until we talk to the person who knows what's going on, so we don't... Okay, you can put it down now. So we find out the information, so we don't go in blind.
And
from her point of view, she just cursed it.
Maybe she's not the one who did the curse.
She literally said that she cursed it.
No, she said it was a curse. She didn't say she did it.
I'm just saying, if it works in the same way, if it works in the same way as PKE energy, or PK energy, then we should be able to deal with it. It's all we deal with, quite literally.
Okay, so do you want to shoot him with the proton? So
And that's when you
shooting
hear
him with
the
a
sound of a wall collapsing in on itself.
Are you look at the door?
Door's intact.
Fuck. Which wall?
I'm not sure.
Which direction?
It looks like it was on the north-facing wall, which would probably be the wall from the student, not the student, from the break room.
Well, yes, I know it's from the break room.
Go
Which
open-
wall did he go
open the
through?
door.
So you open the door. There are feathers everywhere, and there's roughly a 6-foot hole by about 4 feet across in the north wall. There's scratch marks across the walls. It looks like a werewolf took claws to concrete.
Where does the north wall go, Vex?
Outside,
Outside. Okay, there we go. Well, now he's free.
towards the expressway.
I'm gonna go grab some corn from the fridge.
Okay, you get a small package of frozen corn.
Great. I nuke it so it smells like corn. 30 seconds should be enough. Okay, and now go through the hole after the chicken. Well, it's apparently just stands there making faces. You coming?
Feathers are floating down from the ceiling.
Phone the guys that we did the bathroom job for.
Oh yeah, okay. Hey!
Hey, how you doing? Victor Humber.
Oh, hey Vic! How's it going, bud?
Not too bad, not too bad. Listen.
Hang on, Sully. I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone. The Ghostbuster guy. Yeah, that's right. No, I will. I will. Sully says hi.
Hey, son. Listen, I got a question for you. How long would it take you to replace a wall?
What kind of wall? Supporting wall? Structural wall?
Looks like just an outer structural wall, standard red brick. Probably got some. Yeah. Looks like
What happened to it?
Do you really want me to answer that question?
How big's the hole?
About 6 feet by 4 feet.
I'll take a look at it. Maybe half a day.
Half a day.
Oh, I gotta get out there.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And I gotta get a crew together. I mean, like, we're doing stuff here. We
Okay,
got
if
days
I just hired you and Sully to do it off the books.
off the books, yeah. We can get it done pretty quick. We can work through the night, but you know, patch it up pretty good.
How much?
Let's see. Let's see. Emergency job, doing this, doing that. Like, we owe you a favor. Let's say 2,500.
Okay, cool. Tell you what, I'll give you 5.
Yeah.
Get over here now.
Okay. It's like, Sully, we're going on an extended lunch. Union rules.
So I will phone Federico and say, hey, listen, I just
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah, hang
come
on.
back. Have
Hang on. Do you want any avocado toast? I'm getting extra.
I do
Delicious.
not. I do
From
not.
Samson's?
Nope.
Okay.
I have to go hunt a chicken. No, just come back here. Sully and Mike are coming back from the bathroom job. Remember those?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they're going to be repairing the wall.
Okay.
So they're going to be here. I need you to stay here for as long as they're here.
Okay.
You will be technically getting paid overtime if you end up going over.
Okay.
Okay. So just log your hours like normal.
Okay.
Um.
But you're coming tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. Just
I'm coming. It'll be fine. Okay. You'll be fine. Okay. Breathe. It's just jitters. It'll be okay.
you know, it's probably just the espresso. It's just.
Or it could be the 6.5 espresso.
Why keeps feeding me espressos and says I call him Eric. He's. It's okay. It's okay.
It's
I'm good. I'm good.
spirit.
I'm okay.
It's fine.
I will stay here. I I'll make sure they do the thing.
Okay.
I'll be okay.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you. Wait. Go back.
Ooh, yeah, it's definitely the positive.
Strap.
At this point, I had created a trail of corn that I wanted to follow.
Well, the good news is the trail of corn is working. The bad news is
The trail of corn is working.
the trail of corn is working. Assorted squirrels have come out. Stray cat. You know,
Did it work on the chicken?
not at all. No.
Do I see the chicken?
No.
Okay, I wouldn't have created. We literally left right after the giant chicken. How do I not see the giant chicken?
I have an idea. And it's work related.
There is a reason I can't tell you right now because you haven't figured it out. Okay.
Look on the roof with it in just like turn around, look up.
At your roof?
Yeah.
Okay, what are you looking for? Him?
Yeah, chicken.
No, not there.
Chicken anywhere around.
Roll for notice.
2.
2. Yeah, you do actually see the chicken, and it is actually climbing up the top of Mrs. Weatherby's place. The Victorian house on the corner of the street. She's the one who's swung over with tea and like those little fairy cakes for you guys when you first moved in.
Send the text with the picture to Mr. Stanton. What do you call a 6-foot chicken climbing an 18th century Victorian house in Lower East Manhattan?
And you know, a moment later, he responds, either the opportunity of a lifetime, or proof of the infamous Norwegian dreaded were chicken of 72.
I think this is the result of a curse, so if you have anything with a tranquilizer dart, now would be the time to join the hunt, good sir.
He's like, I've prepared my entire life for just such an occasion.
Drop the address. We'll be here.
Okay, I gotta use the washroom really quickly. It takes about half an hour.
Okay, if you're using the washroom,
Yeah.
we're swapping for the washroom break. Yeah, I know, that's you.
I should not have had the extra large tea.
You could have waited till I hit the.
Oh well.
In a minute. So you've called the wealthy crypto guy.
So it takes him a while to get.
Have you told me that the chicken's on the roof?
Well, yeah, I'll be like, it's like I have a feeling at one point I just
You're-
while you're kind of looking around, I'm doing this. Like,
You're looking at this thing and you guys are watching. And the guy was probably about 5'8", but he's gotten bigger somehow. He's probably talking about 6'4" right now, and
Why is he taller as a chicken?
he's climbing up the side, and you see one feathered wing after another, and the claws, and he's kind of scaling it, sort of like King Kong. And you see old Mrs. Weatherby. She's there, kind of looking out the window, peering at this thing. And saying, George, there's a chicken outside. Take your mitts, honey. No, it's climbing the roof. Chickens don't climb. That's it's on the roof. It looks like the used car salesman. We don't need a used car, honey. The Oldsmobile's just fine. So she kind of draws the thing close, and he is there, and he just releases this and it kind of bellows outward. You see this, and you see this like husky guy. He's gotten bigger in size. He's got the chicken's kind of crow thing. He's definitely got this beak and these blood-soaked eyes. He's just got this feral look to him. And that's when you hear the helicopter. There's this kind of like small black helicopter starts landing beside where you guys are. And you see Mr. Stanton coming out. He's got his like safari hat on and his shorts. And he's got like a little gun case strapped to his back, and he's got his CES meter with him. Ah, I see you've gone with the professionals. Wise choice, my boy. Wise choice.
Why did you get out of the helicopter?
What's that?
Why did you get out of the helicopter instead of just flying over there and phew, on the roof?
I
Done.
wanted to assess the situation. That's something that we like to call tactics and strategy. Oh,
yeah, that's gonna be.
it looks like you got a class 32.
Okay. He's getting bigger.
I guess he would. So
How so? He was only about 5'2" when we saw him.
well, do you know when he was bitten?
I don't think he was bit.
You know.
You know what? Hang on.
Classic were-chicken scenario. He would have to be bitten on like a werewolf or a.
Okay,
What time is it, anyways?
turn the phone off. Could you turn the rotors off? I can't hear.
Yeah. Jarvis! Yes, yes, sir. I'll just set up here. Okay. He starts taking out his computer and starts.
What time is it? In game.
2.
It is 9:30. Oh, in game or outside?
In game.
In game. It's probably about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. That area.
So we got
Phoning the witch.
1 to 2 hours till she's free.
Yellow.
Hi again.
Hey.
So he's getting bigger. Like climbing a house bigger.
Ooh, that's not good.
No, it isn't. How did he
Chickenify?
in your expert opinion, how would one have contracted said curse?
Okay, so funny story. Goes back several hundred years ago. My father, well, my great, you just throw in a lot of greats there, you get the idea. Baron Oppenshire. And there's a woman he was in love with, long story, things kind of went south. Ended up ditching her at the altar and marrying a woman next door, next kingdom. Turns out she cursed the woman he married, things went south. And anyway, she became a were-chicken. And she started turning into a chicken around full moon. And she bit him. So the next full moon, she didn't become a chicken. he became a chicken. And the way it goes is the only way to get rid of the curse is to infect somebody else with it. And then if they die, then it goes to the person who bit them previously last. So you just keep spreading it around.
Okay, how do you stop it?
I had no idea. Yeah, the best way to do it is getting to bite somebody else and turn that person into a weird chicken and have them bite somebody else. It's really stupid. I don't know who came up with it. I don't know why it does this work. I warned him about this, but no, he said, let's try new things. And I said, this is a risk. He says, don't worry, I'll use protection. And then the next thing you know...
Try what?
Well, and then she starts kind of doing the whispering thing on the phone where the camera cuts out. And apparently they had a night of, erotic adventure. And things got a little carried away. And he kind of got bit.
When was this?
And this was a couple of weeks ago. And then sepia tone flashback of him bringing in his girlfriend, who he's swearing she cursed. I told him it was a family disease like hemophilia.
Could you do me
he said he didn't care about gender orientation.
Okay, so I need you to do me a favor. That's like a really, really big favor. I'll even pay you for your time to do this.
Yeah.
Can you, because you know where he lives, could you go to his place and bring the chicken here?
What chicken?
His girlfriend.
Oh, that slut.
Yeah, she's a chicken.
That serves her right.
Cool. Could you bring her here so we can break this thing?
Yeah, okay.
Very much.
You can hear it hussy.
I agree. She needs to be here.
So she's on her way.
Okay, so hang up. 2 weeks.
You asked when he was bitten.
Yeah. Oh, very well.
According to the source, he was bitten about 2 weeks.
Oh, poor lad.
Didn't believe any of the warnings he was given about the
Typical Americans.
thing. So the person who knows.
Can you hand me one of those, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
So he's assembled a tripod that looks like it's for a heavy industrial Gatling gun. And he's loading it with what appears to be like fast rail loading harpoon tips.
We don't want to kill him. He still owes us money.
Sure, it could be made up. I'm certain this won't kill him. The hide is very thick. The odds are at least.
I said drinks.
They are. They're very tranquil.
There's no liquid attached to any of it. It's just harpoon heads.
Yeah. Well. Yes.
You are not
He's a
mounting
person.
our client on your wall, sir.
Well, of course not. That's ridiculous. I just need the head.
Which you would then mount on the wall.
Yes,
I
of
just
course.
said
Yeah,
was not on the table.
simple.
However, what I am going to give you,
Yes.
this is a hereditary disease.
Ah, I see. I'll just look here.
And don't kill him because then we
The
don't
woman.
end it.
I will not kill him. I'll just fire a warning shot.
An associate of mine is bringing the progenitor of this particular disease.
Ah, I see.
So, when we have broken the curse, you can have a blood sample of pure
Where chicken?
No,
DNA.
I do have the question.
Mm.
The were-chicken.
Mm.
Is the old woman also a were-chicken?
No,
that's Mrs. Weatherby. Please don't hurt her.
it's her house.
Then why is she on the roof with a broom?
Mrs. Weatherby.
I said get off! This is not a place!
Mrs. Weatherby.
You don't even have fresh eggs! Whack! And the chicken's like... I think I fought in World War II and this is my home!
Mrs.
This is what happens when we take... Yeah, I definitely think... How dare you? Darling! What, George? What are you doing up there? There's a weird chicken! Oh, where? What? A weird chicken! I don't know where the chicken is! Where would I know where the chicken is? Pot roast night! Whack, whack!
Mrs. Weatherby. Get down.
Oh, hello, Victor! and that's when you see the jaw snap shut and cut the broom in half.
I rolled, and I'm spending this. So I got a 4 for shoot. I'm effectively using the capture stream to see if I can wrap it around him and yank him off the fucking rope to save Mrs. Weatherby, the adorable war veteran who I now want as a permanent fixture in this game.
Hello, Paz, is that you?
Hi, Mrs. Weatherby.
How's the art?
Good.
I like your paintings. George loves it.
Thank you. You should get off the roof.
I did a chicken here. Do you see the chicken?
I see the chicken.
So I got a 4 for
Where are chickens? This is my fucking game, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, this is
your
You got a
we
4?
were like ghosts, yeah, and you were like, "Where chicken?" So that
That is your fault.
So you hit this thing dead center, and it wraps around like it's ensnaring it. The beams are circling around its neck. You've got the claws hooked. You can see the spikes of red flame coming off it, not like fire, but the aura energy. And that's when its head does that the Exorcist churn. Looks around. It looks like it hisses, and it reaches down on the proton stream with its jaws and gives you a pull towards it, and you can feel the ground just inch, 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 inch. And it's pulling you close.
Yoink. Chunk.
So what are you doing?
I'm helping.
So you're shooting too?
Yep.
Roll for shooting.
That is not my dice there, but that's. I rolled one.
to be fair, he is stationary.
He is stationary. Oh wow. So you pull in. Foot arc goes perfectly. You guys kind of hit him from either side. The only problem is whether Mrs. Weatherby has got the chicken in front of her, one proton stream to the left, one proton stream to the right, and probably a 20-foot drop in front of her.
How did she get up there?
And,
Okay,
and you hear the sound of rattle, 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 rattle. Are you sure I can hit him from this distance? Like the wings off of a fly. I've done it before.
There is a little old lady right there.
You can't make an omelet. Well, you know how the saying goes.
You are not killing our neighbor.
hook up a winch and attach it to our belts so the were-chicken does not pull us into the house.
You guys, okay, both make, hang on, it's a physics roll.
Physique.
Physique.
Oh yeah.
So used to athletics.
Oh boy. No.
1.
Wow! Alright, a winch. Okay, yes, I understand. Good, okay, attach it. Okay, because we need to, and that's when the two of you, the boots leave the ground. And you are going to hate me so much. Because you've got the proton packs and they're still going. And they've ensnared the were-chicken, which for some reason has taken flight.
Chickens can't fly.
I know that. I know that.
It doesn't, apparently.
So it is starting to gain altitude as you are hanging by your proton packs with the particle streams, and you've just as you were kicked off the ground, you hear the snap snap as the winch is attached to the back of your belts. And if we did like a camera shot of the winch, it's going as this thing is getting higher and higher, and it just like flap. It's not even flapping furiously, and that's just carrying it somehow. Flap, carrying.
Okay, the point of the witches was to pull on them.
Pull on it! Please. You guys look up. You can see the tops of some of the apartment buildings below you at this stage. And
Gently.
so, I honestly feel like I should make you roll for something. I got no idea what the hell it is.
We're kind of caught in the middle here.
Yeah, you really are.
I would like to not die.
Yeah.
His, I'm gonna kind of look at you while we're just doing this. Like, it's a Monday. What's gonna happen tomorrow?
Okay. So
Where chicken flies fast. How are we above apartment buildings already?
I love how you're not even going past the point where the chickens can't fly. You're just, why are we so high? Like, this is amazing. Just every ounce of physics is just given up and left at this point.
I mean, yes.
We are.
Couldn't it have been slower? I would have liked to let
We're
go at some point.
150 feet above the New York skyline, attached to a proton accelerator with a proton stream wrapped around a were-chicken, hooked up to a winch by an eccentric billionaire cryptid hunter. Our lives are awesome.
You have a very weird idea of awesome.
So at that point, I'm going to just make you guys roll will, because I don't know what else.
Yeah, that makes sense. 4.
I do not like this roll. Dude, can I tap? I just work here.
Yes. Oh, yes, you
Can
can.
I get a fate point for way too into this?
Yes, yes, you can.
Oh, good. Only a -1 this time. Woo! 2.
All right, so
That was an improvement.
the winches kick in. The hydraulic portable powered thermal winches kick in. You guys go hurling back at breakneck speed. The proton streams are coming with you. Funny thing is, so is the chicken thing. It is it's still trying to rail against us, but whereas before it was a single point forcing everything together, it is like hurtling back and forth, just bouncing like, you know that one scene in Deadpool 2 where they're parachuting and they're caught up in the jet stream and they're just spiraling out of control.
Yeah.
That's you guys right now. There's no graceful descent. You guys are still holding onto the proton packs. The beams are still in control.
Thank God, because otherwise we'd be falling a lot.
But you are cascading all the way down here. The thing is, the beams are like swinging wildly. There is actually a news helicopter, and they're like filming all of this. You guys eventually hit the ground.
Ow.
Make physique rolls. 2 of them.
2.
2.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so I got a 4 on the first one.
Okay, you're fine.
And a 3 on the second one.
You're fine.
So 1 on both.
Okay, so you're taking a point of damage on both of them. So you got now funny enough, the summer parachute camp and bungee jumping camp that your dad took to you when you were 14.
What?
Ta-da! Meanwhile, Sailor Moon over here.
Come on, you big meter, let's go.
So the 2 of you are like, and Mr. Stanton is there. He's like, I see you've arrived. And that's when the chicken plummets. And just the 2 of you see it coming. You're able to get out of the way just before it hits. And like, there's a little bit of a shockwave that goes off.
Tranquilizer darts now, please.
Aha! And he pulls out his tranquilizer gun, which happens to be a blunderbuss. Kicks it back.
Yeah.
Pulls on the trigger, and there's this boom. And you look at this guy. The were-chicken has got about 30 different syringes. And they're not like the little ones these are the big horse ones that they use on athletes in the 20s. Yeah. Take it like a man. You know, like.
Take it like 30 men all at once.
Like the needle on these things alone is like about yay big. And they've got that old antique, brass plungers on the other side. And you can see him.
Do we have to, if they've got old antique plungers, do we need to plunge them?
No, the force of the impact.
And he's just like,
take the string off of it. That's it. Get nice and high. And then really tired. There you go, buddy.
And that's when you see a moped pull up. It's a lavender moped, and off stops with takes off the lavender bike helmet. It's his ex-wife, in her goth outfit and the mini skirt and the chain halter top with the piercings and the thigh-high leather boots, holding like a chicken cage. Wow.
What?
Oh, yeah, that's what it feels like when you find out someone cheats. Yeah, and look what I got here.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Let's see what we can do about this curse. Don't suppose you have a chain big enough to hold this thing, do you?
Chain? Of course I have a chain. I'm not an idiot.
Perfect. You can just bring it into the lab.
Yeah.
Come on. Just,
Oh, you guys do great work. Oh, that had to hurt.
Yes.
Oh, you got them in the goods too, and that ain't your brain cells. Oh, man. Well, okay.
Okay.
It was worth the drive up for this. You didn't even have to pay me, but yeah, I'll be glad to take the cash anyway.
All right.
I warned you, Mort. I warned you. Full moon. What did I say?
Max,
Okay.
Sorry.
volume down.
Let's just
Just
get
remember the mic gets
let's
flat.
just get him inside because it's still New York and it's a were chicken.
Right. So eventually,
What's that got to do with New York?
People. Well, I mean, news helicopter and I don't want any more people.
Yeah.
so Frederico's there. Hey, boss.
Hey, Hayden.
Good. Oh, hey, Mrs. Weatherby's here. Said something about, hi, boys. Oh, hi, so good to see you.
Hey.
I
you
bought
okay?
you some cupcakes. Oh, I'm great.
Did you get bitten or scratched or anything?
No, not
Not at all.
not a nick on me.
That's
Sure.
good.
Absolutely, but I'm afraid it did take a big bite out of my broom.
Oh no.
I know, and she's holding you like that.
All right. We'll take.
I was wondering. I bought you some cupcakes and vanilla. I hope you like them. But could I impose on you to borrow a broom?
Of course.
Thank you.
Frederico, what the hell's
Yes, down on the left. So
I know where all the lab stuff is.
So you give her the broom, and
Cleaning.
she's like, "Oh, that's a nice one. Thank you so much. I hope to see you by in the neighborhood some point. We have dinner on Saturday nights. You're both welcome."
All right. Thank you.
That is a very big chicken,
It is.
and no manners whatsoever.
None.
Back in my day, the chickens knew how to behave themselves. They clucked when they were told to. They gave you the eggs when they were supposed to on time. And none of this attitude. I
Well.
blame Cadbury's. Ever since they got the bunnies making chocolate eggs, this world's gone to hell in a handbasket, I tell you.
Yep.
tell you.
I couldn't agree more.
Oh,
Gently lead her out of the building.
You say hi to Mr. You say hi to Mr. Weatherby.
so Georgie said hi.
Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.
All right. Hi, Isabella. Mrs. Weatherby.
Just gonna close the door behind her. Yeah, she's a sweet old gal. Okay.
Do you know each other?
Where chicken high five? Yeah. What?
It's not dealt with yet.
Well, yeah, obviously I have to. Okay, fine. Okay, just, a couple of blood samples here.
Okay, so you take a couple blood samples off the chair. Oh yes, classic were chicken. First case was first documented case Norwegian 1972. Rumor has it they've been appearing all throughout Scandinavia.
1972, huh?
Yeah, first documented case.
Ah.
Documented. Rumors and speculation.
Isabella?
Mm-hmm.
First documented case of were chicken?
Mm-hmm.
What did you say, like 1600s?
Mm-hmm.
1970.
Yes. Oh, the cheek. You know.
Now, the great thing about this, Mr. Stanton, it's hereditary. And then it gets passed on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you bite somebody, they become a chicken, so you don't gotta be a chicken.
So it's like a curse. And it's just... Okay, so PKE, psychokinetic energy should be coming from...
You see his meter kind of peering off screen, kind of inches.
Okay, so So effectively, I just put it through like the spectrometer
I get a coffee.
You get a call.
and put the blood through the spectrometer, go through like the PK.
It's giving you different readings. It's trying to break things down. Eric says hello. Hello, Paz. How was your day?
Terrifying. I should not have been above apartment buildings.
Something to calm your nerves, I suspect.
Yeah, maybe a tea.
Ah, yes. Nature's wondrous drink. The civilized brew of society. A connoisseur's delight. Enjoyed by the queens of England since the beginning of their reign. You are a woman of a discerning
Isabella?
choice.
Isabella, would you like a coffee or a tea?
Yeah, take my black.
Black coffee, please.
A pedestrian.
I'll make that. That's,
You can make that after the tea.
of course. I mean, power before whatever this is. There's your tea, and here's your commoner's swill. Enjoy.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
So I'm going to. I rolled a 3 for lore
Okay.
to see if I can figure out a combination of. Okay, so this is how it's affected.
Yeah.
If I combine that with any of the tech that I have to dissipate psychokinetic energy or to effectively
You come
completely down, like de-ionize it, that sort of stuff.
You come across something really interesting in your research when you're breaking this down to the scientific level, because you're noticing two distinct things. That this is behaving a lot like lycanthropy, except you're finding traces of the avian flu mixed in there. So it's not lycanthropy per se, it's not a separate disease, it's a mutated form of lycanthropy. It's just taking on the characteristics of avians based on the flu.
It's werewolf bird flu.
Thank you. You can also translate GM to character. You can have a fake point for that.
Thank God, I need one.
So I imagine we just kind of like looking into the spectrometer, like.
Okay, because the first one sounded a little maniacal.
Maniacal.
Yes.
May I?
No, yeah.
He takes a look, and you go, and he starts, back to 87.
I'm gonna go get an orange juice from the fridge and offer it to Isabella because when you said you were getting a blood sample, I assumed hers was in there too because it's from her family.
She's like, are these two nut jobs always like this? Like, what the hell?
I don't know about the rich one, but
Oh, he's rich.
Isabella,
Yeah.
can I get a
When you
blessing?
say rich, what kind of rich do you mean? Like rich, like
not
Warbucks?
single.
Like Daddy Workbox? Oh.
Could you
Yes, like Daddy
could you
Warbucks,
just,
but not single.
Oh yeah, you said.
could you just give me your thumbprint on this?
Yeah. Okay, what am I thumping? Ah!
Just need a blood sample, thanks.
Good of ass. Oh,
You did.
it's not as bad as my lawyer.
So just slide
Oh,
that.
is that for me?
The orange juice? Yeah.
That's a little tonic.
I thought he was gonna take more blood.
I need more blood. I just need.
Do you have more gin?
I don't think so.
I don't.
You specified I.
It's in the top cabinet on the right hand side.
Federico, however.
I see. Alright, I'll go grab it.
So you grab her, you gin it up, and she kind of says, "But oh man, you are so lucky. I gotta tell you, men are pigs. Men are all pigs,
Yeah.
except when they're chickens. When they're not chickens, they're pigs. Sometimes when they're chickens, they're still pigs. I gotta tell you, this guy promised me the moon, the stars, everything in it. You know what I mean? And the next thing I know, I turn around, 2 seconds, and he's like banging everybody in the whole neighborhood. He's like either the one at the baker's, the one at the butcher shop, the candlemaker guy, you know, his girlfriend. Oh, I got them in the back of a Vespa doing it. Can you believe it? I still put up with it.
When she starts mentioning like men are pigs, kind of look at that, look at Santon. Swine foot.
You
So
Okay.
just look at her. Look at the sample of her blood underneath the spectrometer.
hers has got a very mild. It's whatever it is. It's not as nearly as severe as his is. I told him. Antibiotics. Don't eat meat. Epsom salt baths. Full moon comes around. Stay indoors. You can mitigate it. It doesn't have to be this bad, but he won't listen. He never listens.
Epsom salt baths.
Yeah,
An Epsom salt bath.
will help.
It's just like point to the chained up were chicken. That.
Yeah. In combination with a lot of other things he didn't do.
Like what?
Not eating meat.
Okay, so iron.
Yeah, not eating meat. Epsom salt bath takes out the toxins. Boosting your vitamin C, that is a thing. And then she kind of lists off a whole bunch of different things, but it's like lowering your cholesterol helps. Staying away from booze on a regular basis once in a while is okay, but don't be drinking every night because that'll aggravate it too. Your blood pressure has to come down. You can't be blood pressure exacerbates the whole thing.
So you're saying you just have to have a strong immune system, is what you're saying.
Yeah, lower the stress level, eat right, exercise regularly, and stay indoors during full moons. It helps make everything better.
So you have no idea what to do, how to deal with this cure. Then is what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
Because what I'm hearing is a bunch of homeopathy, and it's just
crystal homeopathy. That's what the quartz comes in. I didn't get to that part yet. Does anybody have any road sports here? I can show you how it works.
Ghosts.
It's like, well, to be honest, she's right. Crystal homeopathy has practiced.
Well, you know what you could do? You could point your PK meter at him and then bring a crystal nearby and see if anything changes.
fine. Got a rock?
We've done that before with the annoying noise.
Click. Do we have a rock?
She gives you a rock.
Put the rock in the spectrometer. What are you doing?
That's not quartz. Effectively, whatever that rock is a very concentrated form of magnesium.
Magnesium. I see. What the hell's magnesium supposed to do? I see. Wait, where's your positive goo? What happens if we spray him with positive goo?
That is a good question.
It's also pink.
We should definitely find that out.
Okay.
Also, hold up there. This! It's magnesium. It's not even quartz. What's wrong with you?
Wait, what?
Yes.
No. I bought that from eBay. There's a guy, Gary Zagaltz. He swears by it. I swear it's I got a bundle deal with some friends.
He lied.
Oh, son of a bitch. Typical man.
So,
Typical eBay.
Which is run by men.
alright.
Alright.
So, grab the one vial of positively charged slime that I have. Alright. Please work.
Okay.
Oh, could you put on the, hit play on the radio?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, the radio, the one with the cassette.
Yeah, she puts it on. Marvin and the Maniacs is coming on.
No, hit play on the cassette tape.
Oh, right, my bad.
Thank you. Stuff loves Jackie Robinson for some reason. I just don't know why.
So what are you doing?
Pour the positive slime on the
Okay.
on the
On the chicken man.
chicken.
Okay, so you start pouring it on, and as you do, it starts bubbling and kind of filtering down into the suit, and the feathers Yeah,
Oh, right,
the
yes.
feathers start falling off the suit, and eventually it dissolves the suit, and eventually his claws kind of recede into the body. The skin starts forming normally. The beak starts contracting, and he's like, "Oh, oh hey everyone! Hey, it's my soon-to-be ex-wife. I love you so much. You're a pig, and I hate you. Yeah, but
Yeah, this is good.
it's
This
good.
should make him feel like a
Oh,
million
I'm,
bucks.
your eyes red. This is beautiful, beautiful butterfly flying above the city.
So
I
come up-
like
So
you.
come over to the chicken. Come up to the chicken and like just kind of
Yeah.
pick it up.
Okay, so you cover it in, and the chicken is covered in goo, and the chicken starts clucking happily. It's like, wow, what you do to the chicken? Love chickens. They're God's creatures, like antelopes and thunderstorms. They're so beautiful.
You said it was your girlfriend.
Who's your girlfriend?
No, I just said that so you'd take the case and put the screws to my ex-wife. That's just a chicken.
Oh.
My girlfriend left me weeks ago.
Kind of look at Isabel. She's got this grin on my face like, did she? Can't imagine why. All right, well.
Did you bite your girlfriend?
No,
Ever.
no,
At all?
I'm not a cannibal. I never bite anybody except that one time. That was an accident. I don't think I bit her. I'm pretty sure I did.
Okay, well, you
I mean, I had a ball gag in. And like that mask with the zippers on. It's really hard to see anyway.
Okay, so you
Hey,
probably
Taylor.
had
Anybody
like...
else had that thing with the
No,
cheese?
we've had enough.
Why don't you?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you just put the chicken back in the cage. You're a happy little chicken. Here's some crackers. You get that. Why don't you go home, get some rest, have a nice bath, shower, that sort of stuff, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, alright. Cheers, man. Take it easy.
I'm gonna, hello, gooey cat. I'm gonna go.
Oh, before you go, stab. Grab blood. I want to see what you saw this shit before. I want to see if it's gone or if it's just deactivated. Why are you making that face? I'm so proud of you. I just want to know if we still have to deal with this mess.
So you get a blood sample off him. He goes off. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, he goes off. You've got a blood sample. You can study and analyze that. It looks like he's as cured as he can be. It's like there's still traces of it, but it seems dormant. Like atypical symptomatic carrier.
Yeah. So, once he's gone. Positive slide for the win! Yeah!
Congratulations, sir! I shall make you a decaf tea.
Eric, you're the man!
How much of that slime did you get on yourself?
A little.
Not for anything too.
And besides, all this stuff does is pretty much just put you in a really good mood.
So she and Stanler took just kind of like she said, "Oh yes, I've a perfect photo from the better part of my life. It's world of adventure and excitement." You know, it's like, "Oh really? Yeah." It's like, "What do you do?" "Oh, I do an erotic psychic hotline." A woman of a supernatural, paranormal, ESP kind of talent, I dare say. Oh yeah, I'm talented. So, are you free for consultant work? Oh, for the ESP thing or the erotic thing? Because I go both ways. We can work something out. Well, I could put you on retainer and hire you as part of my cryptid investigation team, but is it a paying position? Is there money involved in that? Well, yes, of course. I mean, I would ask you to do it for free. You're not Canadians after all. He thought it was funny.
Did you think it was funny?
No, not at all.
Okay.
So, Mr. Stanton, thank you very much for your help.
And he kind of, of course, you did the right thing in calling me. I'm so glad that the episode does.
And quite you really were. Also, I need something from you.
Mm-hmm.
We have a similar door situation.
Oh.
It has begun to manifest
Interesting.
So I was wondering, and I'll hand him like a little file. If you could, 'cause mine kind of turned from like this obsidian kind of volcanic glass into like a darkened wood. I managed to actually scrape off a small sliver. I was wondering if you could do the same and get me a sample so I can compare.
Of course.
Just be careful. I don't show him the knife.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. All right.
Alright.
Good day.
Good day.
Cheers.
Kind of look at his belt. Gonna let your next sugar daddy get away, or
I'm already on it. 4, 3, 2. Wait for it. 1. Ding ding. I almost forgot, Isabel. I am headed to Uptown. Should you require any assistance, would you be so inclined to accompany me? And I know a little coffee place on the way. Just purely business. Of course. I'll be glad to be there. Just give me a second. I gotta get my coat. She kind of winks at, she looks at you guys and gives you like.
There was not a discrete stop between those accents,
She kind of gives you.
so they kind of just blended into.
Yeah, she kind of gives you a look and just gives you both a wink, and just kind of grabs her jacket. See you later, Federico. Hey, thanks.
that wasn't ESP. That was just manipulation.
I'll see you at your show tonight. Looks like a lot of fun. Angry people, gotta laugh.
When did it get upgraded from tomorrow to tonight?
No, the show was it tonight or tomorrow?
It's tomorrow night.
It was tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm right on that.
No, you said tonight.
No. So Federico's like,
No, just now.
no, I meant like
Yeah, he meant tomorrow night.
tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So he's like, hey people, it's gonna be a full house.
Oh. And how many of those tickets were free? Okay, so should I lock up for the night?
Yeah, you can. I'll be.
We still got a couple cases to at least start researching.
Okay.
You can head out.
Yeah. Don't worry. I put the chicken in the break room with the cat. Everything should be okay.
No, the
No.
chicken went home with what's his name?
Oh, right. They did take that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay. Cat's in the break room. Should be fine.
Okay.
So Federico heads out. He kind of locks up, turns off the
Wait,
light.
what happened to your? I wasn't there for that, but what happened to your plumbers?
Oh, they're on their way. I asked them if they.
They'll be there in about an hour or so.
Wasn't he supposed to watch?
Yeah, but we're here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be upstairs. Well, I'm gonna be in the lab, but I imagine I'll be sleeping upstairs. So.
Well, my roommate is now apparently paying full rent for the place, so I don't want to know who my former roommate picked out from prison. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be accepting your offer to crash here.
Okay.
So
I do not want to live with a random stranger who might also be from prison.
Starts credits start rolling, doing this music, outro music. And then you get the that beautiful kind of hidden scene at the end. K14 News, this is, helicopter reports where a giant chicken seems to be trailing. This is just fine, can you believe this? Seems to be 2 members of the Ghostbusters about, whoa, really up there. You see them getting pulled back. Mr. Stanton's being interviewed. Oh, very professional. They're carrying on the tradition quite well, I have to say. Though if it wasn't for me and no abuse out here, oh, she's my tranquilizer gun holds up the blunderbuss. And then you see them interviewing Isabel. Nice people. I like them. I think the coffee machine's got the hots for me, but overall pretty solid. So pans out that one.
Hey, now that you're staying here, you can help me wrangle the cats. I can put a collar on it.
The cat hates me.
Then there's the next one where it's in the news today. Wildcat hitting it big again. It's gone from a multimedia Netflix series and also the new movie coming out. Book signing is at New York's top-selling list for this year. They're already talking about sequels. And believe it or not, am I reading this right? You're reading it right, Bob. Tucker Wildcat Carlson, the musical. They're planning to do a Broadway production. This man's career has got a bullet beside it. He just keeps getting up and up and up. I don't understand how he does it. The man's a remarkable man. And
Remarkable, yes. Not in the positive way.
then it flips another one. Yeah, as much as it pains the old Wildcat, I know those weepy hot lips won't be able to cry themselves more soundly tonight than ever before, and my adoring fan will probably be shocked and horrified with the news, but I'm retiring from my radio talk show host position here at WKFB. They've been pretty good to me, and one thing I like is they appreciate America, they appreciate Jesus, and good old-fashioned rock and roll music the way it intended, and none of this Nancy-Pansy, whiny feeling bullshit that's got people running in the streets. Back in my day, we'd pull each other up by our bootstraps, we'd sally forth and put our nose to the grindstone. That's how America works. None of this handing out freebies, being given everything, avocado toast eating, tea swilling pansies. None of that. I'm quitting the show, but don't be too sad. I'm going on to prime time. Brand new show, 7 nights a week, all Tucker all the time. There you go. God bless you, America. And God fucks you too, you lousy communists. This has been Tucker Carlson Broadcasting. So that goes off. Clort, 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 clort. Make an athletics roll.
1.
Not this episode.
Try bribery.
I just imagine it's like Kitty just goes through me, just like, woof. Man,
Clort, clort, clort. Like,
you won't look like a tiny little ball anymore.
the rest of his youth chasing him. Mew, mew, mew. Things being knocked over as the chase keeps. That's when the camera does a pan shut out, and there's a stranger watching this happen from your driveway with a cigarette, and they're wearing a fedora, and you just exhale the smoke. And the way the smoke kind of curls around, it just seems really unnatural. And that's when the show ends.
Sinister.
Okay, so that's the major milestone for tonight.
Nice.
You got through the weird chicken, so good job. You dealt with the bookstore, good job.
I think that.
And you got rid of Tucker. You kind of got rid of Tucker. He's no longer your friend. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's good enough, right?
Maybe. She's, yeah.
I think I will put a point in physique, considering the workout that we got.
By the way, the weird chicken is from Ghostbusters. It's actually one of the cartoon episodes.
You're shitting me.
No, I am not.
But it's not a ghost.
They deal with, actually in the cartoons, they actually deal with a lot of stuff that are not ghosts. Ghosts are actually only like 1 out of every 3rd episodes, if that.
Huh.
And a lot of the ghosts they have are actually really kind of cute and more irritating than anything else.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Makes sense.
Yeah.
because you don't want it to grow stale, especially for like a cartoon thing, because it literally requires you to want to tune in to find out what they're doing next.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all the same.
And the other thing too, I was like, okay, how would you actually make a weird chicken that even if you remotely, I'm like, okay, well, werewolves, that's like avian flow. It's so stupid and yet plausible. It might work.
I do like the fact that it's like a fucking werewolf got the avian flu. It's sometime passed and bit someone. And I'm just imagining like the snottiest werewolf just like bags under the eye, like bites someone. I'm so sorry.
I do to make me feel better. I feel awful. I've been feeling awful all about that. This guy.
Normally, I would just eat you, but this has to go.
And apparently, if you died, I get it again.
Yeah, so there's that. So I think you guys have probably figured out what's going on in terms of the doors. Or have got a pretty good indication.
Yeah.
I mean, I've definitely concluded that the doors are related to the ghosts.
Yeah. Okay.
You are correct.
You are. The art student is right. Show me the lie.
You're the Captain America in this situation.
No, it's being used on some kind of electricity. You're not wrong.
Okay, well, you're not wrong. There's no shame in that.
There's lots of shame in that.
There's a little shame.
Not really. You're dealing. Okay, you literally walked in off the street to a job where I quite literally handed you a positron collider backpack that had a gun attached to it and said, "We're gonna hunt ghosts," and you were like, "Okay." So
I've had worse jobs.
So the fact that you don't know how the tech works,
Yeah.
the tech community doesn't know how the tech works because they're not aware of it. Brother. They're just like,
The
how does
fact
that
that
even...
you guys were being like, the chicken was flying, and you guys are like above the city complexes, holding on to dear life, tethered by like hydraulic winches with thermal generators.
I'm not okay with that.
Oh, God. I like Mrs. Weatherby.
Fucking old Corvette. Just looks at a werechicken. Get off my lawn! Not oh god, a werechicken, save me. No, grabs a broom. Fuck off my property.
I'm not fighting the war for you.
Get off my roof. You're gonna scratch the shingles.
Not the shingles.
George, we got a chicken. I don't want a chicken, honey. We had chicken last night. It's pot roast night. It's Thursday.
Wait a second. That would actually be awful because all the Sorry. So apparently, just random fact, I've discovered thanks to the internet, but
Oh, internet.
supposedly some of the roofing shingles that shed a lot of granules, well, apparently chickens like them.
Yeah.
To be fair, a chicken's brain is roughly the size of a marble, so, and that's conservative estimate. It's like
I'm just saying, maybe there was a reason the weird chicken was on the roof.
that looks like food. That looks like a rock. Well, you never know until you chew on it.
All right, we need to stop on. Can you hit the button?
All right.
Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah.
See you later.